Hello, happy Crimson Tuesday. Welcome, Blaholton. Woo! Eating away. Let's get ready to watch Julia mercilessly push innocent pixels around. Yeah, I'm gonna bully those pixels. Mousimus, hello, hello. Yes, happy Crimson Tuesday. It's an art stream tonight, and you can see that I brought back Web Captioner. Last week we rated someone who had their captioner up, and I really missed. I had it like way early on, but then it stopped working. This particular web captioner, and I just tried it again. And I guess maybe OBS had some updates, or the web captioner itself had updates, and now it works just completely and totally fine. So I don't think I did anything differently, but if it helps anybody to make this to have the actual captions built in versus the way I had them before, which was like enabled via Twitch and stuff, we'll do it this way. We'll give it a try. Gives it like the hopefully gives the stream a little bit more visual interest. Davor, hello, good to see you. Bilkun, good evening. Good evening. Oh, the words are more accurate. That's nice to know. Amberzine, good to see you as well. Yeah, happy Crimson Tuesday. Yeah, it's kind of fun even to watch the transcription errors that crop up in the web captioner too. Yeah, and it is. You're right. It's good flavor given it is a text parser game. It's very word focused, and to have the words on the screen is kind of fun. I do enjoy watching streams with the captioner on as well. Oh, this text size is hard to read. Going on, Summit, good to see you. Kima BG, welcome. Welcome to stream. Glad and pixel evening to all, indeed. Yeah, that's with the web captioner. Okay, is it too small? Because I can make this bigger. We can play around with this. This is a work in progress. Slat Studio, is it Tuesday already? I know. Don't even get me started about how fast time is going. It's very dismaying. Sting1JP. Hello from the super cold Osaka. It's supposed to be spring, but oh well. Yes, it's supposed to be spring. Cherry blossoms and all that. When do you get your cherry blossoms in Osaka, Sting1JP? Welcome back, by the way. Yeah, let me know if you want anything like the music lower, if you want the captions bigger, smaller, however you want. Make it bigger. Okay, can I make it bigger? What do you mean already? Monday felt like it lasted a week yesterday. Okay, we can make it bigger. Hold on, so we can do this. This is a group effort. Okay, I can make the words bigger potentially. So why don't we try that? Settings, because I don't know if I can. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay, appearance. We can make the text size bigger. So let's try like a 6 or something. How's that? Okay. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Okay, so there's that. It's a really cool thing. If you've not used Web Captioner, I think it only works with Google Chrome, but it worked great up until it stopped working for me, and then I just had to choose other options, but I do prefer this option. Oh, cool. So Sting1JP, Osaka, Sakurambo, Sakura Blossoms. Supposed to be in a couple days, Friday or Saturday. Nice. Perfect for the weekend. Okay, so transparent, or I don't know if I can make it transparent over the webcam. Let's see if that's a thing that can happen too. Let's see if that can happen. Okay. Settings. Okay. General. It's not gonna be general. I wonder if under background if I can have it be transparent. Background color. Okay, can we do none? Background opacity 0%. We can do that. Okay. Oh. Okay, no, that's still not. Oh, that's still not transparent. Oh, and what's happened? It doesn't seem to want to be doing anything. Did it stop? I might have minimized it. Okay, did it? Okay. Uh-oh, did it stop working completely? Let me stop it and restart it. Let's start it. Testing. Uh-oh, I broke it. Evil Tentacle, hello, good to see you. Okay, keep the font same size, please only use big words, 6 syllables minimum. Hey, Justin Jeffy, good to see you. This week I Bit the Bullet created a Lychus account. I have been playing a number of correspondence games. Oh, it's got an arrow on it now. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's working. Let me try again with the transparent background, because I thought I had hit it, but I guess maybe it didn't do the thing. Appearance, background, Yeah, oh, background color 0%, shadow color opacity 0%. Is that going to do anything? Nope. 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 Let's see. I think you need to chroma key it in OBS. Oh wow, Maximus Advanced. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can try that. I can also try that. So if we're going to chroma key the background color, we will make it a color. So let's make that back to 100%. Let's change the background color to some color green. Okay, we'll try that. Oh, that still didn't do anything. Why did... I like playing with it though. For next... Oh, I can actually apply a chroma key dynamically on OBS, I thought. But yeah, we could play with it. I can take a look. I didn't even consider doing the backgrounds transparent on it. I think that's a cool idea. But... Oh, there we go. Okay, that looks like it did something. Okay, just sit tight for a second. I will try to chroma key this. I will try to chroma key it. Don't panic yet. Don't panic yet. Filters. Chroma key. Chroma key. Image, mask, Luna key, color, chroma key. Okay, chroma key. One moment. Oh, there we go. It worked great. Close. Okay, we have that. Okay. 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 POJ Exalt. Hello, good to see you. Okay, now make it wider. Yes, we can do all the things now. We can do all the things. So this actually, unfortunately, actually, the actual window doesn't get wider, but yeah, we can figure something out. I can move myself a little bit up or something. Oh, do you like it superimposed on the image? Hold on. Let's try this. Settings. Because it kind of feels like, oh, text smaller. Daylight savings. Hey Jim, makes seems good to see you. Okay, wider subtitle. Okay. Technical. We're working out the kinks in this whole system. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I can make the lines smaller again and then size it up in OBS, which is very true. Okay. We're discovering this together. Okay. We're going to make this size again 4. Or even, let's do 2. Okay, so that's going to be a lot of text. Okay. Oh, that's way too small. Okay, we can do it. That's way too small. 4, we'll do 4. I like playing with this, and I always did like the captions, and it was such a shame when it just weirdly stopped working for me. Let's try 4. Okay. Text smaller for subtitle look. Captions are on a dark background. They work well. I can actually make it be shadowed. But first, you know what? No, it was right. It was right the first time. You're right. I have to resize it in OBS. This is this. I'm sure. I hope this is interesting. We will get to art soon enough. I promise. One moment though. So I'm going to size this up. Okay, wait. Get rid of the web captioner thing to support it. Okay. I'm going to make this bigger. Like so. And then I'm going to make the window smaller so that it's not as... There. Okay. We're getting closer. Yes, I can make the outline. There can be an outline. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to catch up on chat and do this at the same time. Okay, I will put a shadow underneath because I think that'll do the trick. Okay, okay, and then we will continue on with what we were doing, which was the art stream, of course. Yeah, there is a shadow color. We can do it. The shadow color can be 100. Does that make it a shadow? Okay, yeah, we have a shadow now. Is that, how do two people feel about that? In terms of legibility. Okay, so we're gonna catch up on chat. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it, make it be my custom font. Okay. Okay. Getting there. Okay. Okay. Thicker shadow. Can you do outline instead of shadow? Shadow's good, a bit more. Okay. Okay, we're getting. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Settings. Oh, it's Farewell, Nova Scotia. I will call it out every time we hear it. Okay. Shadow. Does it not? Oh. Yeah, does it... Would this do it, I wonder? What if I make this 7.5? Is this what I need to do? Is that... Okay. Bigger offset. Yes, good, no good. There's a few things that have been coming up on Nightbot's been delivering. Inspector Waffles, which was released a year ago, is 50% off now on Steam and GOG, and I started playing it. It's a lot of fun, and I do have a piece of art in the game that I haven't found yet. So that's one thing. It seems not... Oh, yeah, because I messed up again. I have to do that. Okay. There it is. Okay. Okay. How do we feel? Is it legible enough? Should I make it a thicker font? I don't know if that's what, like, really as legible as people might like. Let's see how it works with Photoshop. Okay, good idea. Okay, I won't be able to tell this part because I won't be able to see that part. We need more contrast. Okay, we can make it white. There's no problem with doing that. So let me try that. Or you know what? Yellow. I do like yellow. Let's do yellow. 3 times bigger offset. I think the offset, it doesn't make it thicker though. The shadow, it just offsets the shadow to be further down and further across. Let's see here. Text color, I can make this just a yellow. Although I don't know what does anyone know offhand what the hex value for the CGA yellow is? Oh no, it's getting keyed out now because of the green. Hold on. That's just go, don't worry about it. I'm gonna key it out to a different color. I'm gonna key it out to a different color. Filter. Chroma Key. Give me a second. Okay. I'm going to do a custom color. Custom. Select the color. I can choose a screen color. It will be this color. Okay. Okay, turn it back on. Oh, now it's completely gone. Very good. FF, thank you. Thank you for the hex for the yellow. I will do that, but first let me key out the color again. Let's choose a completely different color for it, because it's too close. How is everybody tonight? Okay. Hex. 4 F's and 2 5s. 4 F's and 2 5s. Okay. And I'm going to key the background color out to be something else. Don't worry about it. Color will be red. Great. Okay, and I will key that out. I will key out the red. Give me a second. Don't worry about that. The arrow, I'll get the arrow, okay. And chroma key out the red. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. 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 That's interesting. There we go. Okay, close. How do we feel about the yellow? Okay. Hot pink. Okay. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. The Underking, welcome to chat. The Underking says, hey, Ms. Minamata, I found you while researching EGA and watched your presentation on YouTube. It's been a lot of fun getting into pixel art. I'm hoping to make animations in this EGA aesthetic. Just wanted to thank you for those talks. It's made art in general feel more accessible to me. The Underking, I'm so happy for you to say that. Thank you so much for coming into chat to tell me so. Because, yeah, I love doing those kinds of talks, and I love encouraging people to try pixel art or try art in general. And if I can help people feel like it's more accessible, absolutely. It's like the best thing anyone can ever say. So thank you. I really appreciate you coming in and taking the trouble. Extra distance on the shadow. Trial run with the yellow. Okay. Yellow pretty legible? Okay, so we'll go with the yellow. I feel like that's definitely helping. We will try to offset the black a little bit more, and then we will leave for now, because I think we've made a lot of progress. Yeah, and the Underking, like, if you ever have anything you want to share in terms of what you're doing with the art, you can always drop a link in chat to, you know, whatever you feel like. There's no restrictions on dropping links in my chat. So, but yes, good luck with everything. Good luck with whatever you feel like doing to art-wise. EGA is a lot of fun, and hopefully I can show some of that tonight as well. Yeah, Jim Makes Games, I love the web captioner because I am also very amused by the slight errors the subtitler makes. And yeah, it's really cool that it can be this accurate. Like, technology is kind of amazing. Let's change this. So let's play with the offset for the position here. We can offset it. Let's try just a little bit more. Okay. Okay, how do we feel? That's a 0.09 offset. That's not bad. I do think that's more legible. Okay, great, fantastic. Okay, yeah, so I did want to mention, before we get into it, I wanted to mention Inspector Waffles, and I wanted to show, oh no, now our beautiful, hold on, let me just copy and paste the text on here. Because we've got it not perfect, but it's pretty good. Copy, show into Halloween, paste. Okay, right. Good, decent enough. Even though it's kind of messing with this nice image that Golosso Games has made. But I did want to show the Inspector Waffles stuff because, yeah, I met Yan of Golosso Games at Adventure X in 2019. A lot of great games were showing during that time, including Tangle Towers was there, and I wish I had looked back and seen who was showing, because I wanted to tell you guys or show you guys that. But Inspector Waffles was definitely among that. It's been a year since it's launched, and it's really fun. I've just started playing it, and it's really nice and cozy and really funny, like that gentle humor type of a way. There's a lot of cat and dog jokes. The Underking asks, could you recommend how many mouth positions for a good talking loop? What I tend to do is I tend to just have some basic mouth movements that would be like an O sound, so that would be 1, a closed mouth would be 2, a wider mouth 3, a wider open mouth would be 4, and 5 might be, I think I only do about 4 kind of different mouth shapes to kind of, and they just kind of cycle through that way, and I don't really try to lip sync or anything like that. As long as there are the general mouth shapes that you would see with people talking, that tends to be how I make my speech animations. Yeah, I don't know if there's a sequel in the works or anything like that. Theropods, I think Theropods was also showing Day of War at that Adventure X. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. If you have any other questions, please let me know. But yeah, I just wanted to show this because I did do a piece of pixel art for the game, and I did a video of the whole process actually from beginning to end. If you wanted to check that out too, and that was a while back. Yeah, and yeah, Blaholson says you can sometimes get a different, 2 frames can just do the trick. For the water animations I showed you guys of like the river and the waterfall in my game, that's a three frame animation. So it could really be 2 would totally be fine too. What I also like to do with my talking animations is I like to have people blinking as well. So what I'll do is I'll have those 3 or 4 different mouth positions, and I'll have one version of the mouth position with the eyes open and one version with their eyes closed. And so I'll mix those up so that, the eyes are opening and closing. And then it kind of looks like they're talking and not just staring straight ahead. Oh yeah, and Deluxe Tux mentions if you include voice acting, there's a software called Rhubarb, which is very popular. I believe Francisco uses that for Rosewater, I think. Oh no, he doesn't. Does he use? No, he might have used it. I can't remember if he's using it for Rosewater or not, because for him, he's not doing like portraits, and so you don't see a close up of the face. So I don't know if what he's. I think he's using Rhubarb for like the sprites though. So they're kind of high enough resolution where you can see their mouths moving, and I think he might be lip syncing with Rhubarb this time. It definitely saves a lot of time and trouble versus doing the lip sync manually, which is what he was doing for Lamplight City, which took him 3 months to do. Yeah, either way, that's a good idea. Only make games with mimes and monks who don't speak. Oh, did Lamplight City use Rhubarb? I couldn't remember Deluxe Talks. But anyway, yes, please check out Inspector Waffles. It's a lot of fun. But that's kind of the only thing I wanted to show you guys before we got into it. Let's see. The other thing, of course, we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Crimson Diamond. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to introduce my game. I'm Julia Minamata. I am developing the Crimson Diamond, which is a graphic adventure game that kind of looks like old stuff from like the late 80s and early 90s. Like the color palette, which we've talked about, the EGA color palette, is my favorite color palette, and it's very that era. But I think it belongs in every era. I think it's timeless. And the music is also composed with the MT32 synth by Dan Polakar. And sometimes Dan does a music stream, and we do that together, and we collaborate on a track from beginning to end with this piece, a genuine synthesizer that he did buy, which gives us that sound. So it's got the sound and the look of those old adventure games, but easier to play, hopefully, with the text parser, which, well, I'll talk about it later when we get into playing the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the graphic adventure. So at probably around 10:30 or so, 10:30, I'll start the Let's Play portion of the stream, and we've been playing EGA games on stream. The first one was Personal Nightmare from 1989. The second game was The Last Half of Darkness from 1989, both EGA games. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, a graphic adventure, is also from 1989 and also an EGA game. And the interface is kind of weirdly awkward because, of course, they're still figuring things out at that time. And I find myself, when I'm testing the Crimson Diamond, the keyboard is a great interface to use to interact with games. Because I don't have to like move my mouse all over the place and look for hotspots or anything like that. It's very just keyboard. I can just use the keyboard for most of it. And even for the inventory, for saving and loading, basic saving and loading functions, that can all be done on the keyboard now. And I find it less like picky and stuff, because actually the mouse sensitivity I find on Last Crusade, I have to dial mine down. I haven't done that yet, but it's just, I'm not even used to pointing and clicking so much anymore. That's how bad it's gotten. Let's see here. ATM Machine, welcome back. Good to see you. And Jim Makes Games asks, I wonder if other genres of game could be playable with a parser. I have wondered that myself. Yes, those talkie movies, those will never catch on. Yes, ATM machine. I've become too used to text parsers and arrow key controls. Um, I've been playing Inspector Waffles, but of course, the Yan, when he developed it, he made it like much more easy to play. Of course, there's like you can hover to find hotspots, and it's really like low resolution, chunky pixel graphics. So there's not a lot of places you can really move or look. So that one I don't have nearly as much trouble with, of course, because it doesn't have a scum bar either. But yeah, I've gotten weirdly not used to point and click adventure games. Oh wow, we have Farewell to Nova Scotia again. Farewell Nova Scotia. Yes, Bill Holson, I agree. Parsers are very underexplored. Oh, ATM Machine says Last Crusade verb hotkeys are based on 3 rows of keys on the left-hand side of the keyboard. See, I didn't read the manual. I guess it shows. And also the fighting, the boxing in that game. I did not read anything. Oh, wow, Jester Jeffy says Dungeons of Daggeroth is kind of a text parser game, even though it's a real-time dungeon crawler. That's pretty scary. Okay. Oh, ATM Machine also says Thimbleweed Park does that. Okay. Oh, Maximus believes parsers will make a comeback with AI and spoken commands. And Blaholtzen attempted to make their little horror game a parser just because I love them. You know how much I love them, and I'll show the trailer now. So anyone who is not used to this style of gameplay will see how it works and everything. There's a tutorial in the demo that is available on Steam and itch.io to walk players who've never used a text parser through it. But it's actually, I find, when people get immersed in it, they learn it pretty easily in terms of how to control that game. I've seen kids just like jump in right away and understand what's going on, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I'll run the trailer now, and after that we're going to move into Photoshop, and we're going to work on our bucket. And I did get some EGA examples of metal, so that's going to be helpful, hopefully. So let's I'm going to put this on pause, and there will be no captions on the... Oh, how come that didn't pause? I'm going to put this on pause, and then I'm going to run the trailer. I'm sorry the trailer's not captioned, but hopefully you can just follow along. Like, the thing is there's no voice acting in the game, so any type of dialogue you'll see, you won't be missing anything because it will all be on screen. Cool. I will play the trailer, and then we're going to move on to the bucket, the close-up of the bucket. All right. Let's see here.
Crimson, Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way. Or else. Will Nancy untangle the mysteries and machinations before it's too late? Will the sleepy town of Crimson shine once more? Find out in The Crimson Diamond, an upcoming adventure game by Julia Minamata. The Crimson Diamond demo is available on Steam and itch.io for Windows PC and Mac OS.
That wasn't the mic. Okay, there. Okay, better. Belkin asks, what kind of games other than adventure games could you use a text parser with? Pac-Man, Pong, Street Fighter 2, Duck Hunt, Monopoly, Clue. I don't know. It's a very good question. And also, Jim makes games. Yeah, it's weird to put an action element in an adventure game since they are often games that, for those who don't want arcade elements, will gravitate toward. And yeah, people like me. And Deluxe Talk says, mouse to mouse speaking commands is incredibly unfun. I'm actually, when I read that in chat, I'm thinking, what would be really cool is if there was an adventure game that was just like audio, and you would interact with it with spoken commands, like you're dictating a book or something, where you've got this voice telling you what's around, and you could say open cupboard, or look in this or look in that. I think that would be an amazing game. Anyone, feel free to take that idea and run with it, because I think that'd be super cool, just to have something that's completely just an audio game. that uses like an audio text parser. Nightbot also has a message about Tachyon Dreams 2 being out now. Speaking of EGA text parser games, Tachyon Dreams 2 is free on itch.io. I totally recommend that you check it out. I played Tachyon Dreams 1. I have not got around to Tachyon Dreams 2, but Tachyon Dreams 1 was a lot of fun, and the art is very chunky, pixely EGA goodness. I love seeing it. Slash Studio in chat, of course, as well, is also making Betrayed Alliance 2, which is another text parser EGA game. I get so happy when I see, so many. I don't know about so many people, but when I see other game developers working in this style. Jim Makes Game says there's a game you speak commands called There Came an Echo, but you haven't played it yet. I love, I definitely love stuff like that. AT Machine says Last Crusade also has dialogue trees with Nazi guards that seem the same in a lot of cases, but only one route or so is right for each guard. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna do our bucket. We're getting into the bucket. Yes, and yeah, adventure games often have had arcade elements or that casino game stuff, which is kind of funny. I guess it was a way of showing off what games could do, and it's extra value or something. The old Fallout games did I think it did have some parser stuff. Yeah, you're right. And also Ultima 6 had parser as well for dialogue. So those are both kind of role playing games, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, so there are some games developed for the blind, so there might be more audio based. I would love to play a game where I could just close my eyes and it would be just music and atmospheric sounds and people's voices and stuff like that. Yeah, games for the vision impaired. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Yes, bring back text parsers to RPG games. Yes. Well, yeah. Go left, go right, go more right. I guess if it was gonna be like an audio only adventure game, you could say like go west, or you can say even go to kitchen, and then the game would just go to the kitchen without you having to do the intermediate steps. Something like that. It's a heavy metal stream today. Very good. A survival type game with text parser commands might work. I don't see why not. I think. Oh yeah, and speaking of yes, there's speaking of text parser games, Colossal Cave Adventure, of course, was the big adventure game news to come out this week. Ken and Roberta Williams are remaking Colossal Cave Adventure as a 3D with an option for virtual reality game. So that's going to be interesting. Yes, there is a bucket emoji. There is. Oh, ATM Machine is asking, have I played many Infocom all-text adventure games? I have played, although I think I played Zork 1 all the way through. I have the Lost Treasures of Infocom, which did come in a box. So I've played a little bit of a lot of them. I think I finished Beyond Zork Coconut of Quendor with a walkthrough. And then there's Zork 0. And I don't know if I've completed that one, but I really liked, those two are two of my favorite text adventure games. But I think I played a bit of Zork 1, 2, and 3. And of course the other ones. I think I played a little bit of Planetfall. That one also had, I don't remember what the horror one was called, a creeping horror, something horror. And Planetfall, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I have played a few. And actually, speaking of, there's a new game engine called Adventuron, which is great for making text parser games. And I've played, and I've actually judged on one of their Game Jam contest things for Adventuron. And if you go to itch.io and you type in Adventuron, which is ADVENTURON, you'll find the engine and the games, and they're all free, and they're all like text parser games. Some of them are kind of ports or adaptations of stuff you would have found on the ZX Spectrum that they've redone in Adventuron. And they can be played on your phone if you want. They can be played on the desktop. It's really, really cool. The Lurking. Thank you, ATM Machine. The Lurking Horror. That's what it was called. Oh, see, it said, yeah, oh, wow. It actually automatically, the captioner made it say Lurking Heart because I butchered the pronunciation of horror. And it later changed it to Lurking Horror. I don't even know how it does that. That's kind of amazing. Xander King says, I hope the VR version is just a black void with the original game text parsing menu of a Colossal Cave Adventure. Oh wow! So Bilkin says, Alexa, maybe Google Home too, has text adventure games that you play by listening and speaking instead of reading and typing. That's fantastic. Oh yeah, and Just a Jeffy makes a note. Ken and Roberta Williams are going to be on a Twitch stream tomorrow talking about their new project, the Colossal Cave Adventure remake. Yes. And yes, Blahal said absolutely. The main upside to parser inputs is you're not limited to only a few kinds of interactions. Yes. Yes, Coconut of Quendor. It tried. The Coconut of Candor. I like that. I like that. Yes, Eric the Unready. That's one of the Legend games. I think I have it somewhere, although I don't know if I've legitimately bought it, in which case I should. And I have a Spellcasting 101, 102, and whatever they're called, that series. That's on my GOG list and always goes on sale, and I never get around to buying it. But those are also games I want to play, because those look like excellent text parser games that I haven't actually tried. Oh wow, Sting1 JP, you actually used to write and develop text adventure games back in 2002. You came out of your hiatus recently in 2017. You made 2 small episodes based on Ready Player One. Oh, awesome! That's really cool. Yeah, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna open up Photoshop now, but you're gonna still see my face because I actually had to restart my computer with all my images and close down all my images. So I'm just gonna quickly find the images I'm using here, and then I will go to the proper view. So don't worry, you're not supposed to see Photoshop yet. I need to find my reference. Okay, here it is. And actually, it's funny because it's called EGA Metal. All the different screenshots I've gathered. Flucus, howdy, good to see you. You were just getting started. Uh-oh, Web Captioner thinks we're still talking about text persons or text pricing. Oh, developer update. Very good. Yes. Good. Thank you for the reminder, Eden With. I have all this written down, but of course I have not been consulting it. Oh, and I'll turn the music back on. Okay. Right. Okay. Developer update. I think last week I said I was retesting Chapter 2 because I had reorganized the code in the game into modules, which is a lot easier to handle. And so I'm now testing Chapter 4. And after I finish testing Chapter 4, I will move on to building more of Chapter 5. So I'm getting there. I am getting there. And just cleaning up sloppy things I had done. The bad thing is it's tricky to do programming when your head is not in the right space for it, because you just end up taking more time later, like way later, like I am doing now, to fix things and make things better and more organized. And so that's what I'm doing right now with Chapter 4. But nearly there. I'm hoping this week to finish testing Chapter 4. Next week, I will be back building new content, which is, of course, the more fun thing to do. But yes, that's the developer update right now. Chapter 5, of course, there's 7 chapters in the game total. The game demo is Chapter 1 that you can find on Steam and itch.io. But yes, Chapter 5 I started working on, and then I did this overhaul. I'm almost back on track. And it's almost the end of March. The first quarter is gone. It's over. It's terrible. Alright. I'm going to pull us over to... and it's all a mess right now because I had everything beautifully organized and then I had to restart because the webcam stopped working. Oh, you know what? Yes. How does the web captioner look now? Because I just copied and pasted it. All right. Okay. Okay. Deluxe Tux says, apart from intro art, how much game art is there still to make? Chapter 5 is pretty much reusing a lot of the stuff that I've made already. And so it's not going to be a lot. There's not a lot left to make. Chapter 5 is a lot of reuse. But I do have an asset list that I've put together. And the asset list, it's pretty long, but it's all little things. So it's little inventory items that might take half an hour to make or something. and just little additions to backgrounds as conditions change, and so there's a few of those things. Chapter 6 is going to be a few screens extra, a few new rooms. Chapter 7 will be another few rooms, so I would definitely say that probably 85% of the art is complete. So here's all the beautiful reference I've pulled. Yeah, ATM Machine says, friends don't let friends program while tired. So that's the thing. It's just when you're tired or you're kind of not in the right headspace and you just force yourself to program, it can end up being a lot of headaches. So I should take a lesson from that and just try to work on assets or other parts of the game versus trying to build stuff when my head is not like a logical feeling. But live and learn. Electric Dragon UK. I'm so glad you could make it, and thank you so much for checking back on the VODs, because usually I know you can't make it with the schedule and all that. But I'm really glad you could make it. Yeah, Edenway says, yep, it can sometimes take a while for my brain to warm up to program, as I need to reload whatever I was working on back into your brain RAM. Yeah, exactly. But on the plus side, yeah, things are definitely more efficiently made and stuff like that. Okay, it's all over my face. Okay, so let's just catching up here. Okay. Yes, yeah, the highlights on this armor, AT Machine says the highlights on this suit of armor are strange. They almost look like parts of were specially tinted blue. Which was a real thing done with armor? Yeah, this is a little bit, but I did pull it because it's the first thing I thought of. And the captions are all over my face. I'm just going to check on my phone what that looks like, so I don't have to stop anything. Let's see here. But yeah, we have a ton of stuff I've taken from, of course, other games. Let me just check what the channel looks like currently, so I can. So it's really tiny still. That's not right. It's tiny and all over my face. Okay. Let's fix this. Okay. That's not good. I don't want that. We're going to take this and we're just going to paste it. We're going to paste it. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to paste it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Good. Yeah, I do like having I do like having it on the screen a lot because it does feel like a text parser game. Okay. Yes, the Underking. I do love this armor, and yeah, it's great because it's the exact palette I'm looking for. All of these examples are the exact palette I'm looking for. I've gotten a lot of bucket references, and that's gonna help with the lighting, because the lighting on the ridges of the bucket are a little complicated. This is probably too shiny, but it's good to have that as well as a reference. This is from Conquest of Camelot. And this, I don't think I'll be looking at the spaceship from Space Quest 3, but we have the Arnold type of robot here. This is just as an example of like how wonderful the Colonel's Bequest EGA art is. This is a metal magnifying glass, but look at all the colors that are in here. It's kind of amazing. So I'm going to keep that open. Yeah, this goblet is amazing. It's the Holy Grail. Yeah, it's a Holy Grail of Holy Grails. It's a Holy Grail of EGA grails, of goblets. So we got everything. And yeah, I apologize that some of the stuff will be like the caption superimposed on top, but hopefully not too badly. I love this Quest for Glory 2 screen. It's gorgeous and amazing. But I don't think there is any examples here in terms of materials rendering that I can't take from any of the other examples I have. So I'm going to close that one. Yes. Hey, Indy, we found the Holy Grail. It was in a Sierra game the entire time. That's right, Eating Wade. I love this chrome. This chrome fist is amazing. It's amazing. I love how it looks like it's bouncing the light that Roger's space uniform has. It's kind of amazing. So it's it's a matter of also interesting in terms of material, because this is a very shiny chrome fist. The metal armor from the Colonel's Bequest is, going to be a lot more dull. So we're going to take a lot of lessons from all over the place. So I'm going to put that over here. We have all of our buckets. And yes, the lighting is going to be key. And what I like about the reference and what it can help us see is that on the inside of this particular bucket reference, and pretty much for the inside of this bucket reference as well, these two, the inside is blue. It's kind of bluer than the outside. So I'm wondering if I'll try to do that as well for my bucket, is try to maybe use some more cyan in the interior, because the outside is definitely grayer. And what's nice about taking photo references and working from those is you get these hints of what you might accomplish with the colors that we have based on reality. Yes, Chroma brought our whole genre of art. Yes, Julie Bell and Borges Vallejo would make the most amazing chrome barbarians with chrome bikinis, which are kind of amazing. There's the bucket of a carpenter. Very good. Okay, and just as a reminder, this is what we're working. Our starting point was this. Oh, and yeah, I didn't answer the question. Oh, yeah, I did answer the question about how much more art is required. Oh, yeah, and yeah, not including the intro, 85%. Including the intro, I probably am 70% done the art. But yeah, this is the animation sequence that we're working on right now. Of course, we're just working on the bucket right now. We're not even dealing with the fish. Don't worry about the fish. We're not going to get there. Oh, I want to make that stop. Oh, it did stop. I want to make it stop. Stop. But it's nice to have as just a reminder of what we're dealing with here. Coffee Cup Arcade, great to see you. Welcome to chat. Coffee Cup Arcade says, hello, you are the game developer I met recently. Good to see you discussing buckets. Nice to meet you, Coffee Cup Arcade. The fish is the fish that was fished. And we're not going to worry about the fish today. We have bigger fish to fry. Yeah. If you unlock your emo, it should be a bucket. There is a lot of buckets in here. It's, yeah, wonderful. Thank you for coming, Coffee Cup Arcade. If you have any games that you're working on, or any games that you're selling or sharing, please put them in chat, the link. Well, Houghton says, I think you should have had more emote slots as of recently. I think they gave everyone more slots. I'd have to check on that. Yeah, they very well may have done. Okay, and I think we were talking about starting to get in on the light and shadow of rendering of this, because I think we have the basics down. And we need to pick our reference bucket for that. And I think this one actually is pretty close. Speaking of references. And so let me flip this one. Of course, I pick one photo reference usually that I will use mainly, but I think it's valuable to have like a broad range of reference as well, because it gives you a more general idea of the shapes and colors and things that can happen. Coffee Cup Arcade, anything, any current projects, lifetime projects, anything at all, please do share. Yes. No holes in this bucket. Well, there is a hole in the bucket, the one on the top. Terrible. And actually, yeah, there's other holes. Jim Seems says, I think, yeah, you're right, actually. Jim Seems, I think maybe the right side of the handle should be behind the body of the bucket. Which, yeah, for sure on our main reference it is, and actually on this reference as well. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. So let us get to the handle. Here's the handle. We will duplicate that as we usually do. So we always have an older reference point. Thank you, perfect! Oh my goodness! Wow, that's fantastic! Whoa, amazing! Okay. No, it's not spam, it's amazing, and I'm going to read this out, and I'm going to see what the web captioner does with it. Well, I'm not going to see now, I'll see you later. That's fantastic! Okay, yes, Westwood Studios, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, Eye of the Beholder 1 and 2, Amiga and PC, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, Dragon Strike for the Nintendo NES, Dungeons and Dragons Order of the Griffin, NEC TurboGrafx 16, Dungeons and Dragons Warriors of the Eternal Sun, Sega Genesis. My gosh, I'm keep going. This is amazing. Command and Conquer PC, Command and Conquer Red Alert, which I remember seeing the ads for in my computer gaming world. PC, Command and Conquer Red Alert, Counter-Strike PC, Command and Conquer Red Alert, The Aftermath, Lands of Lore, Guardians of Destiny, Blade Runner. Oh my gosh, I know people who love the Blade Runner adventure game. It's an adventure game, that one, isn't it? I know people who love that game so much. Oh my goodness, Coffee Cup Arcade. I have a couple friends who do a podcast called the Classic Gamers Guild podcast, and one of the hosts, Paul Corman, he loves that game so much. So much so that I almost feel like I need to hook you guys up so that maybe you could be on his podcast and you can talk about that. Command and Conquer Soul Survivor for PC, games people play, Hearts, Spades, and Euchre. Retrobit games, Zero Wing, Sega Genesis, Truxton, Sega Genesis, Fire Shark, Sega Genesis, Hellfire, Sega Genesis, Hammer and Harry, NES, Undercover Cops, SNES, Always Awakening, NES, Gaiaris, Sega Genesis, Witch and Whiz, NES, Current Project, Gata Protectors, Amazon's Training Road, NES, Current Project. Double-sided games, Shadows of Surgoth for Amiga. That's fantastic. On Deavor, yes, please do share Perilous Wild, another EGA game. Please, yes. Absolutely. That's an amazing resume. Yes, fantastic. Coffee Cup Arcade. I'm gonna message you like on Twitch and see if you're at all interested in talking about your dev history in games, particularly, like I said, the Blade Runner game, if it is indeed the adventure game. And if you're interested in talking on a podcast, my friends would probably love to have you on. Fantastic. Okay, we'll do. Okay, I'm just gonna write a note to myself. Okay. Coffee Cup Arcade. Blade Runner. CGG podcast. They're really great. Paul and Anna are great hosts. They've had Ken and Roberta Williams on. They've had Richard Garriott on. They've had Al Lowe on. You have only one Blade Runner game ever made. Okay, good. So just I wanted to totally make sure. That's fantastic. And Coffee Cup Arcade says, I'm the only Westwood alumni that talks about Westwood games on social media, I swear. Oh, that's a shame. People love Westwood games. Yes, yeah. Roberta was on. In fact, it's so funny because that particular episode of the Classic Gamers Guild podcast, it was supposed to only be an interview with Ken, but Roberta was like hanging around and she kind of wandered into the room and ended up talking for 20 minutes about her projects, which is kind of amazing. Pascal Leroux, good to see you. Caught Turning Red after you mentioned it the other day. It's a masterpiece. I'm so glad you liked it, Pascal Leroux. The red panda is just really cute. So good. I don't know, Bill Kuhn, if the web captioner adds the British U, like color, honor, valor, parkour. Is the parkour in parkour having to do with the British U, I wonder? Oh, Blah also knows one of the guys at Night Dive who is doing the Blade Runner remaster. Interesting. Yeah, anyway, so thank you so much, Coffee Cup Arcade. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you. And yeah, I will be getting in touch with you about potentially talking to the Classic Gamers Guild podcast about your work with Westwood Studios, and particularly that adventure game of which Paul is a huge fan. Awesome. Okay, great. So let's get into this. We were going to work on this handle. That's where we're going to start. And yes, indeed, this is why it's so great to have the reference, because, yeah, I can definitely see that I need to make some changes here. Back to the bucket. My gosh, it's been an hour and I haven't even touched the bucket yet. That's how it goes here. This is why this stuff takes forever. It's all my fault. But yeah, I think we're going to get in here. We've just been roughing stuff in. You need an Amiga pixel editor like D-Paint. That would make a great bucket. I am I'm always intrigued by the old art programs that were used. A lot of them were just completely proprietary. It's kind of amazing what could be done. So let's get into this. So I'm gonna pass this through here, and it's kind of gonna fall behind, right? And it's gonna merge out the other side. Coffee Cup Arcade uses Procreate and Apple Pencils now for graphics, but I miss the old pixel editors. I only tried SCI editor for about 5 minutes, and then I went back to Photoshop. This is Photoshop that I'm using now, but I do like other pixel editors. I have worked a little bit with Sprite, and I found that quite good. And I also really like Medibank Paint, which I've talked about for the iPad. So there are some good stuff out there. There are some good programs out there. Goemon-sama, I saw a stream of an Amiga game called Agony that had incredible pixel art. Goemon-sama, is that a new game or is it one of the classics? Because I do know people are still making Amiga games, and they're making them kind of pushing the Amiga to its limits. Having learned every aspect of the technology. Mike from AVGN did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles intro in MS Paint. Holy cow! Deluxe Paint. Try Deluxe Paint sometime if you get an Amiga OS up and running. That's what we made Westwood games, and that's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Westwood used Deluxe Paint on Amiga. I've never had any experience with Amiga, even though I know that the graphics and the sound were superior at that time. Oh, Matt's not a bad name. Good to see you. I use KidPix. I don't know that one. High res. Okay, Agony is high res. Old school, Goemon-sama says. So, Agony is an old school game. Oh, Mario Paint. Oh yeah, he used Mario Paint for the TMNT intro. That's amazing. And Psygnosis. Yeah, Psygnosis. I remember also on DOS games seeing that logo. Yes, of course, in Deluxe Text, of course, especially with this crowd, adventure game lovers, can't talk about Westwood without talking about Carandia. Oh. Well, Blowholton, you made the logo for Night Dive's KEX engine, but you have no idea if they're using that for the Blade Runner Enhanced Edition. That's cool that they're going to be creating an Enhanced Edition for that game. I've never played it, but Paul raves about it. I am trying to, get around to games I've never played before, which is kind of why I started doing the Let's Play stuff. See here, I actually feel like this has to... I need to get rid of more of that, I think. Oh, Just a Jeffy, big fan of Command & Conquer. Command & Conquer is still my go-to when I feel like playing an RTS. Oh, Deluxe Talks was a big fan of KidPix, spent hours and hours on it. Oh, Deluxe Paint also runs in DOS. I think it's great that all these imaging programs are so much easier to use nowadays too. I have a pixel art program on my phone. I've never used it actually, but I have it because it exists, and I can't believe this exists. I can make pixel art on my phone now, and there's a ton of apps that'll do it. Eventually, I will play with it. Oh no, Coffee Cup Arcade says, I can't handle real-time strategy games anymore. My anxiety gets so spiked when I try now. Command and Conquer destroyed me inside. Aw. Ah, Pascal LaRue was never an RTS guy, but Red Alert is what we played with friends on a daisy chain coax setup. Fantastic. Okay, so here we are. I do think, yeah, the handle fix, good call. I think it was Jim Makes Games who made the call on the handle, which is fantastic. But yeah, let's get into some of this lighting stuff that I was talking about. And so I do like the light cyan on the rim, but what I'm gonna use for my visual cue for this, it's kind of hard because none of these, I can't really tell where the light is coming from for a lot of these buckets. But this bucket 4 that I have, I think is a pretty good starting point, just to get an idea of what we're going to be doing. Because I would like to attempt doing a more cyan interior for this bucket. Oh wow! Coffee Cup Arcade, fun fact, I wore ping pong balls and a wetsuit to make the motion capture for Tanya. Wow! Yes, Eden Wait, there will be dithering and shading and rounding of the bucket. Yes, there absolutely will be. I actually prepared... Oh, you know what? Gosh. Hold on, I'm gonna open up... I couldn't find the bucket today, but I realized that I called it something else. I called it Fish Bucket, not just Bucket. So actually... Fish bucket here. I actually prepared some dithering layers in advance, and so I'm just gonna drag them onto this if it's something I can do. Yeah. So I have a bunch of dithering layers. Which I prepared ahead of time, and then I lost all the dithering layers because I couldn't find that file again when I restarted my computer. Yes, there will be dithering. I love dithering as well. Coffee Cup Arcade, I'm glad you're on board with dithering. Yes, you are in the right place. Yeah, I'm gonna use this bucket as my cue for what I'm gonna accomplish with this. And so I'm gonna use, first of all, before I get onto that, I'm just gonna hit this with some light, like different lighting bits. So the first thing I notice is this rim is getting hit on the inside here with a bit of we're gonna use the cyan as our light color. I mentioned before I'm not crazy about using the white a lot of the time. There's just something about it that's really bright. You know, it's almost too bright for me. But I will hit the inside of this rim. The outside of the rim here is kind of getting that light. So we're going to start taking our cues for light from this piece. Oh great. I'm getting a little bit of slow down. Okay. Yes. Oh well, Coffee Cup Arcade says Sega CD has the greatest dithering ever. I've never played any. Ah, Xander King, yes. You hope to get a better grasp on dithering sooner rather than later. You stare at Mark Ferrari's work to try to absorb knowledge, but I don't think it's working. Staring at great pixel art of which Mark Ferrari is just amazing at is a really good thing to do. Ronald Draxler, great to see you. Yeah, Electric Dragon UK, thank you so much for dropping by. I will see you tomorrow at Wild West Wednesday. Have a great night. But yeah, we're going to just hit some of these areas here. So we're going to hit this part of the... and then we're going to start getting into what's actually happening here with the dithering. But yes, photo reference is super valuable. Hitting the inside of this rim here as well. So some of this I'm definitely going to have to go back and work on. I don't know if Mark Farado does pixel art anymore. You're having just as Jeff, you can't see the reference art. Don't worry, the only reference art I'm looking at right now is the bucket. There's bucket 4. And I'm just gonna hit some of that light on these different areas. Although this, for consistency's sake, I think I'm gonna have to. The green is interfering with my ability to color this properly a little bit. Did I go? I painted on the handle. No, I didn't. What layer was I just drawing on? Oh, here? Yeah, okay. Okay, and I do really love how this all looks, so we're gonna try to do the easy outside part first. And what I see here is I see these really dark lines here on the outside, and I'm gonna try to do black dithering on some of this here. And actually change the lighting, so this is gonna kind of go away. Oh, thank you for, oh, ST, oh wow, I'm so sorry about the way this looks right now. Thank you for the raid. Sturbull Cinch, thank you so much for the raid, that's amazing, yeah. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, we're just in Photoshop, we're working on this bucket right now. Getting a handle on this bucket, and there'll be plenty more where that came from. Welcome, welcome, Sturbull Cinch and guests and raiders. Yes, what were you streaming? There we go. Garden Paws. I've never heard of Garden Paws, but it sounds like things that I like. It sounds like a bunch of things that I like. Oh no, did I just destroy? No, I didn't. Okay, it's fine. We are going to get in here with these ridges, I think. That's where I want to start. And they kind of go from thin to thick and then thin again. And I'm going to try to achieve that with this black dither that I have. And so I'm going to create a layer mask. It could be that I'll need to just use solid black, but I'm kind of afraid to do that at this point. It might overwhelm some things. Oh, Sturbold Cinch says, I really ought to be doing what you're doing, but keep putting it off. Oh, it's like a little Stardew, a little Animal Crossing, a little buggy. Oh, I hope it was fun. Foggage Green, good to see you. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know if this is gonna be the right color for this necessarily. Oh good, you enjoyed it for what it was, that's very important. Uh-oh, segment fault core dump, are we not on Photoshop right now? Everything okay? Did something go horribly wrong? Should I just try this as black? Well, let's try this first. Okay. This could have been a horrible mistake. All of it. Oh, you thought we were mentioning fun crash messages. This might be a matter of changing the color of this completely. This might be a matter of making this a solid color. Yes, and Lex Talks, a good point. Dave Gilbert of Why Jedi Games just released the first promo art for Old Skies, which is their next game. I believe they're still using Adventure Game Studio. And the bottom of this, I'm actually going to try to use more of that light color, the light cyan, for the reflective part of this. Is this going to just be a horrible mistake in terms of what colors I'm using? And Ben Chandler is working on the art for that, which is lovely. Ben Chandler is an amazing adventure game artist who's worked with Dave on Unavowed. Let's see here. What's nice is that we'll find out really quickly if this is working or not. That's too bright. It's too bright. It's too what's hard to do, especially at this stage, is looking just at something in isolation and figuring out if it looks good or not. But that already looks like it's way too bright. So I'm gonna get away from that. And this part, this bucket thing, I might have to not use this as a lighting reference because I don't know how this is working. If you look at the way that the shadow's being cast on the handle, it does feel like the lighting is coming from the upper left, but it's just... and from behind it, I guess, so it's kind of being backlit a bit. So what I might do is I might add a dark gray dither to the bucket. This is where we just frantically try to fix things. Yeah, see, Coffee Cup Arcade, you went with the opposite of the photo. Interesting. The inside of the bucket is usually brighter than the outside for catching the light, and the handle is always darker looking, less masked. Yeah, I'm actually... I just started looking at this bucket image tonight in terms of what the lighting was going to be, and I do think I want to try to duplicate how bright the bucket is on the inside in this, and so maybe I really should start with that, because I do want to try that out. In which case, but I do feel like this overall might be throwing me off a bit. But I do want to explore this this cyan interior look. See, that already kind of is helping me to envision what this lighting's gonna look like. That's nice. Coffee Cup Arcade says it could work either way. I always say make it your own and people will love it more. I picked this specifically for the beautiful cyan that's going on here, so we're gonna try that. We're just gonna dive in. I'm gonna take the dark cyan here. And yeah, that's something where the reference, like I said, is so important, because if I think of the inside of a bucket, I don't think instinctively that it's gonna be brighter. Like I never really thought about it much. But indeed. Oh, I really like how that looks already. That makes such a huge difference. And I can take some of that gray dither and move it into these areas. Oops. Hello, Squaff. Good to see you. Don't dive into that bucket. It's not deep enough. Sturbold since said, "See Foggets, this is why I cheat and use Renaissance art." Yeah, it's just great. It's so much fun to. I don't want to say steal references and use them. Ah, Sturbold snitches the death for the frogs. Ah, and you can wishlist it. Awesome. If anyone wants to, please provide a link to wishlist frogs. Ooh, I already like how this is going to be. We must remember that the bucket has sloping sides. Thank you. Perfect. I'm going to open that up on my, just in a separate tab. Perfect. Thank you so much. It's always good to see game devs here. Oh my goodness, wonderful. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, I love it. Oh guys, you have to see this. Speaking of Renaissance art, yeah, reference. I think that's perfect. It's fantastic. Yeah, and yes, stealing public domain art works better for me. I can edit it till the cows come home and chop and fill in, but drawing from scratch. That's fantastic. I love it so much. It reminds me of that other game that I remember, Procession to Cavalry. Yes. Yeah, the bucket is the bucket is coming together, I think. Just with it's amazing how just that one change can make such a huge difference. Although, you know, the details are gonna. And of course what I can do is I'll start you start kind of eating into it a little bit, breaking it up a little bit, these areas, so they're not as solid. Yes, 4 last things and Procession to Cavalry. Yes, Mighty Python vibes. I love the look of it. In fact, I kind of nearly felt the same thing when it comes to the music I was using initially for the Crimson Diamond, because a lot of it was Canadian folk tunes, and so a lot of that was public domain, although not all of it was. That was before Dan came on board to make original music, which was really fortunate for me. Yes, that really, yeah, it did make all the difference. It's kind of amazing how just one thing like that can do that. And I'd like to go back in with some of that cyan, the lighter cyan. So I do have a dithering pass of the cyan. And move in with that. And work it in to these areas. So I might have to dither a bit better. So this is going to be a little bit more tricky. Oops. So I don't think I'm going to go that way, but I will do the lighting here. Here. And on the other side, on the seam as well. And also kind of around where the screws are, the rivets. Ah, Deluxe Tug says, Joe Richardson has also announced that his third and final game in the series, Death of the Reprobate. I love that. I mean, this idea of using, you know, I wouldn't say that they're already existing assets, because you definitely still have to do stuff with them, but it's just this amazing challenge to creativity to do that. I think it looks fantastic. Well done. I should wishlist it too. I'm gonna wishlist it when I get off of this. We're getting somewhere. The rim, I think, needs a little bit of help. I might turn off the black dithering for now. Yeah, they still take a ton of work. Of course, modifying the public domain stuff, you end up, at least I do, having to adjust your plans based on the scenes you end up finding. It's a fun challenge, though. That, yeah, it is really cool. I know that in the Adventure Game Studio community, they had something that was in a similar vein where they would have certain assets that everyone would use publicly for game jams and stuff. It was called... Can anyone in... I never did it. I kind of am a latecomer to the Adventure Game Studio community. But it was Reality on the Norm, I think, something like that. It was cool because everyone would just use the same assets, and it would be a challenge to creativity to come up with something. Aw, Coffee Cup Arcade says, if you put this much attention to a bucket, welcome to the Westworld class artwork. Bravo. Thank you. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I got to meet some game dev folks from back in the 80s and 90s, a while back now, and it's really cool to talk to them and show them the artwork and stuff, and have them say, oh, that looks like something we could have done back in the day, and that kind of does mean the world to me. So thank you, I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, this rim of gray that I have here is bothering me. It is in a particular layer. That inner rim of gray does not really accurately reflect what I'm doing right now, so I want to get rid of it. It's here. Yeah. Because there is darkness, but the darkness is it's not quite the right thing anymore. Yes, then to the left, definitely. I don't hurry on these streams. This is basically redoing a lot of that introductory section artwork, and it's not pressing by any means. Yeah, there have been some really extended periods of time working on certain things in a lot of detail. Although I will say the last few things that I worked on stream didn't take nearly as long, just because they weren't nearly as detailed. Like a close-up is a different story altogether. Talk to bucket, fill the bucket with chocolate, name the bucket Charlie. Yes, a semi-reflective surface with only 16 colors. It is a challenge, but honestly, when you think about it, and if I was working in black and white in tone, you could reproduce the look of like any type of surface really in only one color, but the challenge becomes a combination of a limited color palette and a low resolution. That's where it really starts to get extra challenging. But we're definitely getting somewhere here. I do want little hits of brightness in these areas, but I might actually have to make these bits in here solid, because I almost feel like the bucket itself needs these to be brighter, but then the stuff by the rim has to be even brighter, so that's going to be I'm going to have to make those parts solid. Because this stuff is going to start happening. Sturbold Cinch says, I'm trying some 8-color pixel art for a scene in The Frogs. It's a huge pain. Yeah, Sturbold Cinch, the thing about what's so great about like actual using the photo references, I never would have thought to even try this either, but the benefit of looking at the The benefit of looking at real, like the real stuff, is you get these ideas for stuff maybe I would not have thought of either. Just the way lighting is. I've never really considered what the lighting looks like in a bucket before, and so this was a really good lesson in that. And of course, I have other EGA. Metal references here. Like I've got this wonderful chrome robot hand from Space Quest 3. I will be looking at those probably nearer to finishing so that I can take kind of general EGA rules and apply them, but I'm going to try to do this for now on my own. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to differentiate these lighter parts. Oh yes, you're right, Deluxe Tech. The cyan fish will be coming into this at some point. We might cheat it a little bit. And yeah, there's not going to be a lot of solid dark cyan on the inside of the bucket, so maybe that's how we're going to be able to differentiate the two. But I do think we're going to have to introduce some more, little bits of cyan to the outside of the bucket too, just so that they kind of are working together. And reintroduce some gray into the bucket handle. The Coffee Cup Arcade says choosing the right color with a given color palette is a really great way to produce artwork, practice artworks with limitations. Usually looks great in the end. Yes, I like having not too many choices with my art tools. Otherwise, it gets to be a bit much. But and I would love to make more black and white games. I've made one. I've helped make one, which was a recommendation dog on the Playdate, but I don't know when that's coming out. I would really like to make my own as well. In fact, the way that this is actually going to be okay. I love that limitation and just concentrating on value, like the gray tones and how to draw the eye, and separating shapes with only one color is really nice. Yes. Oh, Coffee Cup Arcade, you're the same. Limitations are your favorite part of game design. Blaholson says definitely takes a certain way of thinking when it comes to these kinds of limitations. But I think things are like rendering materials is challenging the same way, regardless of it. You're working with a limited color, limit palette, and resolution. Ah, Sturbolson says I got to play it. Excited to see you made one of the games for it. I didn't make one of the season 1 games, unfortunately. My game is gonna come out at some point, but not in season 1. And they are apparently close to shipping. There was a bit of a delay because of all the delays that are happening nowadays, but yeah, I think it's soon enough. Yes, Pascal Leroux says when you think about it historically, artists had limitations regarding palette due to limited resources that can produce certain colors. That's why most flags don't have purple, because it was too expensive to produce. Ah, very interesting. Yeah, there was definitely a time when, there were certain pigments that could only be obtained if you had a lot of money or a rich patron. Like that ultramarine we talked about, the lapis lazuli blue. Coffee Cup Arcade says on the handle you have a dark cyan on the bottom, then a light tone. Yeah, I was thinking adding a light, like the dark gray, to the top, a bunch of pixels to see how it goes. I had a very to kind of almost give it like that metallic rim lit look. I definitely wanted to go in and I was almost thinking putting the gray between the light cyan and the dark cyan. That was kind of my first thought. So let's try some of that. And I would worry about differentiating the handle from, or I could do both. I was worried about differentiating the handle from the grass too. Edenway says, I'm hoping the Playdate shipping soon will happen, but even more importantly that they get things right before shipping the units. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why they were having, they delayed the shipping is because they were having a battery issue. I believe they said that on Twitter. Yes, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna put the dark gray between, maybe both ways. I'm gonna put it between the light cyan and the dark cyan. I'll see what that looks like first. I should put this on its own layer. Give me a second. Oh, digital art has no commitment, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Handle mod. Yeah, Blaholtzen, even some paint colors have terrible pigments. Something else to keep in mind when you're buying paint, even in watercolor paint, not all watercolor paint is transparent, depending on what pigment it is. Some of them are kind of translucent, which kind of is okay if you don't have like lines and things, or you don't care too much about the paper kind of shining through the paint colors. So definitely be aware that, and that can work on the opposite. Like sometimes you want a more opaque color. But I like watercolor paint and I love all the watercolor colors that I have, but some of them are definitely not transparent, and that just has to do with the nature of that pigment. Oh, Kima BG as well. I'm super looking forward to take delivery of my Playdate. The games look so charming and fun. Yeah, I love what looks like to be an amazing variety of game styles and things. And Blaholtzen is well excited. Coffee Cup Arcade asks, which game did you do on the Playdate? I made a game called Recommendation Dog with a company called Sweet Baby, but it's not in Season 1. It's completed though. The game is finished. It's just a matter of like when it's going to come out. We just don't know. And it was kind of part of their big Playdate announce. When they did that, I forgot I think they called it Playdate Direct or something. It was kind of briefly shown on that, and like my name was like in the credits or something, which was kind of cool to see on the video. Yeah, it's really encouraging to see that a good number of people have the Playdate on order. Yeah, I managed to get on the first batch. So I do have one. It's not down here with me right now. I do have like a developer's model. When they invited me to make a game for it, they sent me one. But I ordered a consumer model as well with one of the carry cases because I think it's just adorable. And I just really respect them and what they've done so far with the Playdate, and as a company at large, I think Panic is really fantastic and been super transparent about how they're making things and how they're going to be making, like Pulp, for instance, is mentioned in chat, and Pulp is a browser-based game development tool, and they recently released the Windows SDK and the Mac SDK for making games, and you can make your own Playdate games, load them onto the unit. They're being really great about all of that stuff. So I was more than happy to order a consumer unit because I want to support this company that's just doing things just in a really cool way. Yes, exactly. Edenwaith was checking out Playdate's font tool. It looks like it can't import existing fonts yet, but some people have already made some tools to be able to import fonts into the Playdate system. Yeah, it's really exciting to see people really gravitating toward this very unusual little thing, but it's fun. And we talked about limitations a bit earlier, and that's what this thing is all about. It's about having these incredible limitations, black and white, screen only, and this crank that you can use, and it's a beautiful screen on it. It's a beautiful sharp black and white screen, but it is a black and white screen, and relatively speaking, it is a fairly low resolution. I think it's 240 by 120 or something. So it's what kind of makes everyone's kind of imaginations and creativity come to life. Yeah, Blaholtzen, yeah. Some not only about having brands have little icons for how opaque they are, but also how light fast they are. So there's some colors that are still kind of fugitive colors, I guess. I don't know what they're. I can't remember what it's called, but some colors that are a lot less light fast than others. So that's another thing to watch for when you're buying paint. And of course, because the pigments are all based on different things, there's Series 1, Series 2, Series 3 often, based on how expensive the pigment is in the paint. So not all paint tubes are going to cost the same, even if it's the same brand. It's just the nature of what they're using to manufacture it with. Colors like yellow, you can get opaque color. Cadmium yellow is a nice, I think a nice, fairly opaque color. Coffee Cup Arcade asks, congrats, is this your first game? That recommendation dog isn't my first game. My first game to be released was a game called Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator. And that is, that came out in December. And I did the pixel art for that actually. Which was a lot of fun. And it's great because that was another, speaking of limitations, again, that was green and black, so it kind of has that look of a terminal computer, like a Tandy or something, and super low resolution. I got to work on organ inventory icons, which were 25 by 25 pixels, and the portraits I did were 50 by 50, and that was so much fun to do. And the challenge of creating, like, the look of what metal is at that resolution was so much fun. Or, transparency or something, I can actually show some of that. Edwin says, yep, I was really surprised when I saw my name in the Playdate Direct last year. You did well in keeping mum about that you were working on it. And Edwin also says, Panic is a great company. I just bought their app Nova so I can use it for development for both Ruby and also an editor for Playdate. Yeah, that's awesome. Do they have a Windows version of that Nova? Or do you have to dual boot or what? Because I want to make, so when they initially invited me to make a Playdate game, they just invited me just as a developer. But I later on got invited by Sweet Baby to work on art for a game. And so I was asked by two different people or two different sources to work on a Playdate game. So I feel like I still owe Playdate a game that I've developed on my own. So I'm really interested in finding ways to do that easily and learning on how to, program in Lua and stuff like that. But it was kind of great because when I got onto the Sweet Baby team, I could say to them, I already have a unit. You don't have to worry about them, figuring out how to get them to send me one because I already got one. So that was cool. Yeah, just to Jeffy also you're looking forward to getting your hands on a Playdate. And yeah, like I said, it's just fun because it's super open to people making their own stuff and sharing their own stuff, and you can play your own games and play your friends' games, and I really admire their philosophy about sharing like that. Oh, 400 by 240 resolution, Edenway says. A Copy Cup Arcade says, I love that. I have always wanted to be part of indie dev or over big companies. Westwood was indie dev back in the day as well. Working with double-sided games from France and retro-bit games from China/USA has been strange but awesome experience. Yes, it's pretty high res for a small screen. It's gorgeous. Yeah, space. Yes, thank you, Blahultzen, for linking. Yeah. Yes, green pixel art. Okay, Nova's Mac only. Okay, Panic started up making apps for Mac. Okay. Coffee Cup Arcade, you get pulled between three to four projects at a time sometimes. Yeah, it happens. I can get pretty busy sometimes, which also, of course, affects when this game comes out. And of course, working on Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator. I also worked on another game with Strange Scaffold called Witch Strandings, and that should be coming out at some point. And Recommendation Dog as well. Yeah, so yeah, I've been around, kind of getting my to dip my toe into a bunch of different things, which is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Playdate games can be developed on Mac, Windows, and Linux. Yeah, Mac and Windows for sure. I'm not sure about Linux, but probably. But yeah, it's really, really, really cool. Oh, no, yeah, I wanted to. Hold on, I'm just going to quickly Control Tab just to my face, so you don't have to see all my files that I have. So hopefully this is back on my face. Okay, cool. It is, because I do want to show, yes, some of that. I know some of you have seen this already, but just quickly show some of the Playdate, not the Playdate, the Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator art that I've done, little bits. Oh wow, Copycuff Arcade. Right now I'm enjoying no games being worked on currently. We are moving and I need a break while we get sorted out in a new place. Oh, exciting. Yes, the browser one can be used, yeah. Pulp I think should be, yeah. It should be pretty platform agnostic, I believe that's what they call it. Yeah, just I'm gonna quickly take a look at if I can show some of the Space Warlord stuff. Computer's a little bit slow, sorry, but at least you got my face to look at, I guess. Streaming stuff. Space Warlord. No. Okay. One moment. Yeah, hiding all the other secret projects like the new Playdate game I can't tell you guys about. I have to learn how to program better, and not just in Adventure Game Studio. I wanted to learn how to do what I want to do on the Playdate. And brakes are important, yeah, unless it's your arm. Space Evil Tentacle says Space Wurlitzer Organ Training Simulator. According to the caption. Space Wurlitzer. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to access my Google Drive, and I don't think it wants me to do that at the same time. Oh my goodness, super slow. That's why I like all the stuff I'm showing you guys right now. Like oh my gosh, I try to save stuff to my desktop a lot of the time. Do I have? Oh, okay. Here's a working file for something. I think hopefully this is going to have multiple stuff. Mousemith says, do you use a night color filter on your laptop? Looks like your laptop is blasting cooler light on you. Yeah, I don't have any type of color filter or anything like that. Okay, yeah, actually, I'll show some of the portrait stuff that I just happen to have on this computer. Hold on, I'm going to try to open up one more thing. That could be fun. Sorry, you guys. It's just whatever happens to be on my computer right now. On, like, the C drive. Let's see. Oh, I don't have much. Oh, yeah, well, there's this, I guess. Let's see what else. Oh, Nightbot. Sorry, Nightbot has the bundle for Ukraine on itch.io, but that doesn't. That's expired. Sorry. Oh, that's super low res. I'm gonna try to open one more thing and then I'll put it back to Photoshop. But yeah, and Nightbot now has my links, of course, to my Crimson Diamond website. Links to the demo, my YouTube channel, which is just these videos that I post later on, and Twitter, etc. Are you kidding me? Well, I can show that. Okay. And one more thing. Let's see what else I have. And then I promise I'll bring it back. Next Fest. I wish I was more organized. I'm not more organized. Okay, well, I guess that's all I can pull on short notice. Okay. here we go. So this is the banner for Recommendation Dog. And it does animate. Let's take a look. Just the type does. Yes, Humble Bundle. Thank you, Kima BG. Humble Bundle has another bundle for Ukraine. Yes. Oh, it's got Slay the Spire, Piku Niku, and Sunset Overdrive. Oh, you want to pet the dog? The dog, yeah. It's a very, very helpful doggy. But I don't think I can say anything else about it. But this was shown on the Playdate Direct, so I'm okay to share this. But yeah, that's that. That was for the Playdate. And no, let's not save it. Of course, this is the Organ Trading Simulator game. Oh wow, this is that animates, but it's kind of chugging right now because my computer is being overloaded. The fact that the dog is helpful is a spoiler. Don't tell anyone I said that. Looks like a CVS. Does a dog work in an HR department? I can't say anything else, Mouse Miss. But I can show this because this stuff. So these portraits, they are now in Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator. When the game first launched, they weren't. But Zalavir, he added like extra story content later, and so these were part of it. And these kids, so this is I think 50 by 50. Yeah, 50 by 50. These kids are like kids that use their parents' credit cards to buy organs. And it might actually be helpful to see this at a smaller size because it does get displayed at a smaller size. We've got a little girl with like heart framed sunglasses, and she's holding a heart in her hand, and it's kind of like dripping goo. And of course we've got this other kid who's got the you can see the magnetic strip on the back of the credit cards, and there's an alien beside them because they're all hanging out together. Actually, this is old because I think I added some stuff to this picture. And you can see that the multiple iterations of this. Yeah, this is not even how this ended up being in the game, I think, potentially. So I'll add more layers to stuff. All this. Different ideas for what the alien would look like. Yeah, before that girl had a shopping bag, but I figured it was worse and more fun for her to be holding a heart that would then be dripping. Another one that was added, a recent one, was this grandma lady. And this has to do with, I guess, elderly people getting scammed by organ fraudsters. Hello, the special Carl. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm glad. So she's got her little clamshell purse thing, the ones with the little metal toggles that you kind of click open, and she's got that, and it's got all her little her coins and things, and she's got the glasses thing with her big Coke bottle glasses and her little tiny eyes. And always with the Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator portraits, I try to just add a little bit of something to them. And so in this case, it's she's got like whatever is going on with her head. She's got like a narwhal horn and some other spikes. Oh, I'm glad you guys like them. Yeah, and so I got to do a bunch of portraits, and what I loved about Zalavir is that he's super open to just about whatever. So he would give me like a two-word description sometimes. Sometimes it'd be like 3 or 4 bullet points, and I would just try my best to meet what that brief was. So in this case, it just was elderly, woman getting scammed, and there was nothing about her having spikes coming out of her head. Initially, this one, hold on, let me just turn off some layers. Initially, she had I gave her a Klingon looking head, which was kind of fun, and I don't know why I decided against it, because I do like it a lot. But I think I wanted something that would project into that open space that's in this upper left area more, fill that space. Oh, I'm glad you like the Portraits Coffee Cup Arcade. Aw, Foggus Green says, my grandma used to keep Chuck E. Cheese coins in that sort of purse. Oh, nice. You did some portraits for Warriors of the Eternal Sun on Genesis. Ooh, I need to check that out. It's kind of amazing to me. I love the idea of squeezing all this information in such a small area, such a low resolution portrait in one color, but you can convey so much in them, and that's the challenge. Warriors of the Eternal Sun. Sun on Genesis. Okay. And I think another thing I tried on her that I decided not to is I gave her a big thumb in her forehead. And it just wasn't sitting right. It wasn't sitting great, so that's why I went with spikes. But yeah, they go through some iterations, and at first she was just like a normal grandma. But I thought, no, that's not what we do here. We just do fun things. So. And I thought, yeah, I wanted to make her look kind of super gullible. And so her face used to look like this, but I thought she doesn't look gullible enough. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the grandma. And you said the spikes are the right call. What I like most about the spikes, I think, is that it's almost like visually a contrast from what she looks like. So she looks like a sweet old lady, but her head is like a mohawk of spikes, which I guess is the fun part. And so, yeah, that's kind of how that all happened. And the last one I have, this is an example. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, this is an example of. I was just given 2 words for it. Yeah, she kind of looks like a punk. Love the glasses. I'm glad. This one I got the brief was Star Pope. And that's all I got. And so this is an example of trying to do something interesting with the lighting. And so what I've done is I tried to give this impression of, the stars are shining in his eyes. I wanted someone who looked really powerful, and you don't really know, right? You don't know what this person is like. It's almost like a cosmic, unknowable, sublime being. Oh, good. You like the sparks in his eyes? Yeah, I wanted them to look like light, distinguished from the actual shape of his face, and I wanted it to have this idea, which when you're working at this resolution, it can be difficult to give this impression of a light being light happening. And I gave him lobster claw hands. I don't know why I did that necessarily. Just I guess I wanted to make it look alien because it's a sort of a sci-fi type of a game. Yes, exactly. Coffee Cup Arcade. Exactly your point in limitations creating more dramatic art. I am 100% on board with you on that. Absolutely. Yes, 1-bit art but in green. His eyes are orichalcum beads. Thank you guys. Yeah. Yes, exactly. AT Machine expresses the oneness of the universe. All things are one. All things are crab. Yeah, just this. I mean that feeling, that expression. When I hear Star Pope, that's what I thought. I wanted someone who was like otherworldly, and sort of in a space. Like he's not with us right now. He is communing with the ineffability of the entire universe. Yeah, special Carl, love it. Yeah, the lobster emoji. Yeah, Coffee Cup Arcade, if you write a paper on that, I will read the heck out of that paper, because it's what I'm all about. Ah, he has, Deluxe Tuck says he has claws because he presides over the Holy See. We are become crab. Oh, they were planning, ATM Machine says they were planning on releasing an EGA downgrade of Fate of Atlantis, but it got canned. Oh, that's too bad. Let's see, do I have any process of Star Pope? Let's see. I do have a lot of process, I think. Oh wait, I gotta turn off Grandma. Oh yeah, and Grandma Klingon, she started, with different glasses, so different eyes, different mouth. So these go through quite a bit before they get to their final form. But it's getting onto Space Pope. Yeah, I think I initially was thinking of using the Saturn as kind of a halo idea with him. Oh, Lahostin says, I cannot get over how great the grandma is. Grandma's epic, thank you so much, I appreciate it. But yeah, so I started in on, I wanted that halo idea behind him, but I didn't think it was translating well. And even the size of the face and things like that, he did start out more human-like. But I had that idea for the star eyes pretty early on. And then this idea came to me. That was the initial seed of, okay, there's something here that I really like. And there's also the idea of how much in the crop can you show, because I wanted it to look like he had a Pope hat on, and you can only show so much of that. But when you show only so much of it, you still get this feeling of a Pope hat, even though we're not seeing very much of it, because there's just not enough room to put all that. And it's also a matter of, like, yeah, what you're going to leave black and what you're going to make green. The dithering is key in these types of things as well. Just nudges. When you're at this resolution, when you're at 50 by 50, a nudge of 1 pixel is a lot. Like, it's in terms of what the fraction of the whole thing is. So having 1 pixel be one place or not it makes such a big difference, and that's part of what I love about low resolution. Because close up, something like this, it just becomes a mess. Right? It stops resolving as a thing, and it's all a matter of how big it's actually going to be displayed on the screen. And so sometimes what I do is, I'd make him really small, and I'd say, well, is it readable tiny, like really, really small? Can I kind of distinguish what the shapes are? Sklo1, good to see you, welcome back. I love scaling a high-res picture down to Game Boy 4 shades of green, 160 by 144. Using Floyd Steinberg dithering. I love when people do that. To get that Game Boy, that first generation Game Boy look, I love that palette, just the tones of green. Coffee Cup Arcade says, I used to tell every artist I knew the same thing that wanted to get into video games. I said, take the Commodore 64 8-color palette and impress me. Fantastic. But yeah. That's your the Space Warlord Oregon Trading Simulator interlude for today. And yeah, the game is available on Steam. And yeah, there are new portraits, and there's some new portraits that are not even in this particular PSD file. Zeliver gave me free reign for one of them, and I like it the most. It's very cyberpunk. It's very it's an AI hologram, like it's a glitchy AI hologram, because when I was thinking of different traders, so the portraits for this are the people who are trading organs, and he said, okay, well, one of them, just do whatever you want. So I did sort of like a William Gibson cyberpunk sentient AI hologram, because I was thinking to myself, for a sentient AI hologram, they don't have a need for organs. They don't have, they probably don't even need money. This would be a complete game to them. And so I kind of made this character, I guess inspired by that William Gibson book Idoru. So she kind of looks like a geisha, Japanese geisha AI glitchy hologram. And so she is in the game, and I will maybe show that at some point if I can find the file. But I think she was my favorite of this batch. Although I really like Star Pope, but I love how much you guys love the grandma. Yes. Rasmus says, yes, we need a one-off C64 palette color. pellet stream. I'm up for it. You know, I did do some EGA demakes of some game art. I'd totally be interested. I love the challenge of trying new palettes. Bilkin says, original Game Boy was almost awful for action games because the LCD pixels couldn't transition quickly enough. Joe is here for you. Says, hi Julia, how's it going? I haven't watched Hellraiser yet. You've played Loom, right? Welcome back, Joe is here for you. Definitely, I can't wait to hear what you think about Hellraiser. I have played Loom. I mean, back in the day I played Loom. I don't know if I played it from beginning to end, but I would love to play it on the stream at some point. And I'm kind of thinking I do want to commit myself to playing EGA games exclusively. Bilkin says, I just googled William Gibson art and this is right up my aesthetic alley. Check out this cover for Neuromancer. I think I know the Neuromancer cover art 1984. Oh my goodness, I don't even remember that cover art. That's fantastic. Coffee Cup Arcade, thanks for the raid. Love it. Thank you so much. I love it, love it, love it. But yeah, I think just what's nice about going back and looking at that art and switching back to this is we can kind of look at this with fresh eyes, and I am liking where it's going quite a bit. Although what I do want to do is I think I do want to play with the dark gray dither on the rim of the bucket. Justin Jeffrey says, I don't know if I've ever liked the C64 palette. 10-16 or EGA all the way, please. I don't know, maybe I'll try it. ATM Machine says, sadly only the VGA talkie version of Loom with dialogue cut down to fit on the CD sold on GOG and Steam. Yeah, I don't like stuff like that. And actually, with Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the graphic adventure, I bought the VGA version on GOG, so I feel I'm well within my rights to acquire the EGA version and play that on stream instead. And yeah, I would probably do the same for Loom. I would do the same for Loom if I was going to play it. Yes, Joe is here for you. Says Loom is like EGA Mastery. Yes, like Masterclass. Like Mark Ferrari convinced LucasArts to start using dithering with that game. Yes, I know that story exactly. Where he was saying, well, can I do this because there's not enough colors for me, and they had to invent dithering for him, which is kind of wonderful. Joe's here for you. You might have only played it in VGA. Would love to watch you play the EGA one if you plan to. That could definitely be the next thing. I haven't really thought about it. We just started the Last Crusade, so I haven't really thought anything at all about what I'm going to do next. But yeah, I played the EGA version growing up. That's the one I would play too. Coffee Cup Arcade said Loom was amazing except for Bobbin. That dude needed to walk faster. Get the Leto Bobbin. Joe's here for you says if you Google Loom EGA VGA comparison, there's a really nice site where you can mouse over the images and see the two versions. Yeah, I would definitely go with, you know me. I'm not gonna not do EGA. Ooh, ATM Machine says C64 has 3 gray hues and an orange color instead of one of the cyan hues and bright purple of DOS EGA. Ooh. So there we go. Coffee Cup Arcade says, I can tell you all right now, Eye of the Beholder was meant to be seen with 64 colors on screen of the Amiga. Forget the PC version with its VGA graphics. Eye of the Beholder is best played on Amiga. Yes, yeah, the Amiga had a like basically it was like a better machine than PCs were. Dan, you can get Dan talking about the music on Amigas. He's all about it. He's even played like clips of his favorite Amiga music on stream. Oh wow, so ATM Machine says classic C64 games also usually have 160 by 200 pixel resolution with double wide pixel stretch to 320 by 200. I love the double wide pixel look, and I would love to make a game with that look. I'm going to. Like something really short or something, but it appeals to me so much, that look. I think what's interesting about metal is that it's not often, you can see on this, the ridge here of the rim of this bucket, there's a glowing rim here that shows metal, and I need to keep that when I'm darkening this rim. Ah, just as Jeffy, you prefer the MIDI via MT32 over the Amiga music. Ah. Bly Holton says, I think whenever I hear the word Amiga, I hear it in Dan's voice. Oh. Yeah, Amiga, I have my own, you know, nostalgia for the PC stuff. But yeah, I mean, the Amiga, like Dan has shown us how it's, technologically, the stuff they were doing was very, very, very impressive. Early versions of Maniac Mansion, Zack McCracken had the double wide resolution as well. Very bright inside this bucket. Yes. Yeah, the Vincent. Are we happy? Yeah, there's something in this bucket. There's something going on here. But it's true how the light is bouncing between those walls, which is creating this, you know, you look at a lot of these buckets, and a lot of them have insides that are brighter than the outsides. Not this one. I don't even think this is a real bucket. But these metal ones, like the ones that I think most accurately reflect the type of material we're working with, they do have like a weird bluish light inside them, which is kind of amazing. Coffee Cup Arcade, you're happy to still be an Amiga developer. That's amazing. Oh wow, Joe's here for you. You only ever played the VGA CD version of Secret of Monkey Island? Yeah, I also swear by the EGA version of Monkey Island. It's the proper one as well for me. And that's the one I would definitely play if I was going to be playing it. And because I did, that's exactly the one I grew up with, is the EGA version. And I think it's glorious. The way that, yeah, I think I've mentioned before, the way that the inside of the tent is rendered in EGA is just wonderful. But I think I do need to follow some rules here, in that, yeah, the rim can't be the same. Oh, it's tough. I gotta keep the rim clean to give that metallic look. So all this doesn't give me a lot of room, but these, just a few pixels can make all the difference between what the material looks like. Alton, you're going to try to get the bucket ending when you play Crimson Diamond? The true ending. Oh wow, I did not know that. Coffee Cup Arcade says, they are coated against corrosion on the inside, hence the color difference. Oh wow. See, my real world knowledge of buckets is very limited. Ah, yes, Jesse Jeffrey says, Amigo is definitely the most impressive in 1985. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, if you guys adore MT32 audio, of course, the next time Dan's around for a music stream, definitely recommend you catch it. Dan, I always say it was Dan's idea. It was Dan's idea to use a real MT32 to make the music for the Crimson Diamond. And there are 3 pieces of music, I think, in the current demo that's available on Steam that are all composed on the MT32, and it's wonderful to hear. Oh wow. Amiga helped make Titanic. It was the only computer that could render digital video in real time for the director to see the recording in real time. Video toaster, that's amazing. Yes, yeah, and it definitely, Blahausen makes a good point, yeah, that the VODs are available of the streams. And like, for instance, on an art stream day, what I usually will do is Well, I'll post the Let's Play separately from the art stream, but I also have a version that's this art stream and the Let's Play, because some people are just interested in seeing that part, and so I try to accommodate that and kind of just put all the only exclusive Let's Play videos in their own playlist if someone just kind of wants to watch all that. Yes. Justin Jeffrey says, Dan always seemed cool, but his decision to compose for MT32 made him an absolute superstar. Oh my goodness. Okay. The room is definitely working a little bit better for me. Although I'm gonna have to really try not to incorporate any black into this, because I think it would be really flattening. Yeah, dark gray at best. Yeah, I'm not gonna. There is a bit of black in here, which I might even get rid of. So, the only black in this is just some parts. The inside of the handle is black, which I think is okay because that's a different material. But the seam in the bucket. Why don't we try the seam in the bucket as dark gray? I feel like that would be, especially, yeah, that works totally fine. Yes, exactly. I was wondering what Web Captioner would do with the black is flattening thing, because I feel like I mumbled. Yeah, exactly. But Holton, using black would work for something that's highly polished and chromed like the Terminator hand. But this is more like, yeah, this is not that like a mirror shine, so I would resist it. Hi, Jim, Matt, welcome back. You like how the metal texture is turning out? Yeah, I'm surprisingly pleased with how well it turned out after I got rid of all the gray. And it's just an example of, yeah, using photo reference, even at this palette and this resolution, really helps. But there's still a long way to go. Yes, Coffee Cup Arcade. Yeah, notice how the rim changes throughout. Starts off light colored on the left, goes dark to the middle, then back to bright on the right. Yes, I started to try to attempt that, but I don't think I did too good of a job. I'm trying to start working that way, and I might have to start using, I think some solid color on this will help, because I don't think it's quite differentiating itself yet. So let's get in on that. Rim mod. Because yeah, there's a lot of on the left here, that's the brightest here, this ridge, and I do think the darkest and the brightest should be close together. Yeah, the different in setting, yeah, will make it a bit different, because there will be the grass will be reflected on the outside of the buckets. I'll do that a little bit probably, but really not that much. Because yet it's not a mirror shine, as we said. Oh good, I'm glad Jim you like the dithering gradation. Yeah, the breaking up, I might do that even a bit more than this is. Yeah, and I'll be using solid color to kind of give a better impression. Have a great dinner, Coffee Cup Arcade. Thank you so much for coming to stream. I really appreciated you kind of sharing your knowledge from the biz and all the games you worked on. It's fantastic. Have a great night. And yeah, maybe hopefully see you next week. Fantastic. Yes, absolutely. Would love to have you on more to share more stories. Fantastic. Oh, you know what? There's just one thing here. I have to make sure that the shapes still stay relatively separated here. But yeah, I will want to get in here with a bit of that. Yes. Yes, a legend, truly a legend. All those Command and Conquer games. I have the Beholder, all that stuff. My gosh, fantastic. Yes, Eating Way says if anyone's wondering why Dan has been absent lately, he was abducted by a pack of albino alpacas. Pass the rumor along. Yeah, that's what I heard. Albino alpacas. Yeah, you know what he's like. But like I said, Dan is well ahead of me when it comes to making music for the game versus making the game. Like he's making music, he's been making music for a while for stuff I haven't even done yet. So it's kind of great that sometimes he can't make it because I got a lot of catching up to do. Oh, let me just check that notification. Oh, Ambersine. Oh, well, thanks for gifting. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for gifting Coffee Cup Arcade a sub. Fantastic. You guys are the best. You guys are the best community. Yep. Eating Weight says the Dan forgot to pay up his guacamole tab. The alpacas got to him. I keep telling him that they will do something. They'll make an example of him, but you know. He knows now, but too late. Oops. Yes, Dan is like a famous actor who just comes in late, does his scene flawlessly, leaves immediately. Yeah, he just will basically compose, 2 minutes of music in a couple of hours. That would be amazing, and just leave. He will be back at some point. But yeah, I have to come up with more stuff for him to do. Stuff for chapter 6, I guess. Although he's actually already done music for chapter 6 and for the last chapter. So I gotta get working. Yeah, he wants top billing for 5 minutes of screen time. Yeah, in the credits it should be like music by Dan Polakar should be the largest. It should come first. And everything else will just be, me. Yes, oh yes, Brando is Dan plus bro. Very good, Brando. Dan bro. And an anagram. Right. Wow, time has just flown by. Truly, truly, truly flown by. Here. Oh, Blahoto, you will not go wild with anagrams tonight. Anagrams are great. No guarantees for future streams. I gotcha. Yeah, it's okay. Speaking of word games, I do play Wordle every day, and it's a lot of fun. I'm on a, how many, what kind of streak am I on in Wordle? I love word games. Where's my Wordle? Oh, yes, I'm on a 76. I've never missed one. I've never not gotten one. But Halton, I was in the same boat as you. I was also resisting Wordle because I'm also a hopeless contrarian when it comes to big trendy things that everyone likes. I did not play Wordle for about a month after it came out, I would say, and then I just gave in because I love word games that much. But I just never share it on Twitter. Just a Jeffy, a Wordle is inescapable. Yes, and it is a very successful mega indie success story that's very encouraging. It is wonderful. Low sevens, low sevens. I talked about that on Talking to Women About Video Games podcast. How I would sell my entire name for low sevens. If anyone wants, if anyone wants to take the name Julia Minamata, I will sell it for low sevens. Dragon Trash, welcome to stream. Good to see you. Yeah, the score format is really cool. Like, they did a lot of things, like, really smartly. Oh, you know what? It's just about 10:30. So we are going to be moving out from the bucket realm. And we're going to get into some Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. The graphic EGA adventure. But I'm really pleased with what we've gotten done so far. Speaking of words smartly. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, I think so. I have to say I'm really pleased with how this has gone. It's very encouraging. Although I am like just tweaking a bit of this stuff. All these little things where I just don't want the gray to be touching the rim like the sign to be touching the rim like that. But yes, good start. It's come a long way, and thanks to you guys. Magnificent Bucket, Xander King, you like the dithering? I'm pleased with how this looks so far. I am confident that we'll have a bucket to be proud of at some point, but yeah, I'll fix it in post. Great. Okay. So I'm going to save this to the desktop, and I'm also saving it on my Google Drive. And then we're going to move into more of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And it's kind of fun to play it because I'm so familiar with the movie, you kind of already feel like you know what to do next. But at the end of last stream, we intentionally went to Venice instead of going to our dad's house. We will go to our dad's house this time, and I'm really excited to see that. Oh, thank you, Dragon Trash, thank you. I'm glad you like the lighting on the bucket. Yeah, I'm using this bucket for the most part, although I did change the handle to be something longer, because in all my previous artwork I had made the handle quite long, but it's fantasy. It's a fantasy bucket. I guess it would... Yeah, it's a fantasy bucket where the handle was longer than it should be. But I like the way it looks better. It looks more buckety. Yes, Jehovah starts with an I in Greek. Wait, was that the Xander King? I love that movie so much. But yeah, thank you for this part. We're going to move on to... But as usually happens before we move on to the graphic adventure, I have to take a fruit break where I'm going to mute the mic and I'll eat fruit for a little bit because I'm starving, and then we're going to get started. Oh, how come I didn't... Oh, okay. Right. I thought it had stalled out or something. But... yes, the Ender King. I love The Last Crusade. It's my favorite indie movie. I know a lot of people say that Raiders is their favorite indie movie, but I think Last Crusade is the perfect action adventure. Yes, you'll eat fruit. Fuji apples. I quite like Fuji apples. Movie clapboard to separate parts of the stream. Yeah, all that fancy stream stuff that I need to get into. Okay, but yeah, what I have today is I don't. These are not Fuji apples. I can't remember. I don't remember what these are, but I also have a clementine. So I'm gonna mute. Not gonna subject you to eating sounds because some people really have a problem with them, and I'm neutral on them, but I'm more than happy to accommodate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. Okay. I I don't even know what I was trying to say. Yeah, flip top Smirnoff. I don't know. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Now it's time. I'm gonna change my thing here, my category to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Oh, it's really chugging. Come on. Sorry, I'm trying to change the thing and it doesn't want to populate. While that's trying to do its thing, we can go back to Inspector Waffles. Something is really chugging right now, and I don't know why. I want to change my tag. Come on, let's do this. While we're trying to figure that out, Inspector Waffles, of course, 50% off on Steam and GOG. I did provide a little bit of pixel art. So the first game that ever have any of my pixel art in it is Inspector Waffles. It's just a little thing though. It's Dido Cat in a Crimson Diamond jersey, and I'm really happy with it. I have not found it in the game yet, although I just started the game. Wow. Category just does not want to change. Oh, Foggy Green never noticed before his first name is Indiana, like Wisconsin Jones. Yeah, there have been like kind of jokey names that are kind of like that. Indiana Jones. It doesn't want to change. I think it's to do with everything that's open. I closed Photoshop though. Last Crusade. And the Last Crusade? No. Last Crusade. New Jersey Ned? Yes, Indiana was the dog's name. Ah, Bill Coon. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, absolutely. Have a great night. Animaniacs at Illinois Smith. Smith was the first draft of the name Jones. Jones is Welsh for John. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know why it's not letting me upgrade the tag, but we're just going to forge on. Okay, that's that. Chat rules back on. Turn off the... Nope. Keep that on. Yeah, can't change. Okay, I'm going to... once I find where that is... Okay, the Waffles is off. Uh-oh, how are we gonna do the... How's the caption gonna work? Oh. How is the caption gonna work with the Indiana Jones happening? Well, we're gonna find out. Oh. Why does that keep needing to catch up? Uh-oh, stuff is really... I don't know why this is happening. Sorry. Ah. Let's close the... I'm sure the MIDI music is what was really killing it. Okay, I'm going to stop the caption for a second and try to restart it, because it's just... Okay, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Oh. It's chugging. It's really chugging. Hopefully that's going to be okay, but I don't know how to get rid of the arrow. It does seem fun. Okay, I'm gonna close the web captioner and restart it. Okay, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Okay. Okay. Okay, that seems to work. Okay, cool. We're gonna get into DOSBox now. This might look like a bit of a mess. Okay. Oh, I gotta turn the music down because it's really loud. So give me a second. I think around there. Let me know if this is too loud. We're going into the icebox now. Too loud? Oh, capture to the top. Well, that's where the dialogue for this game happens. So that's kind of a bummer. Dragon Trash, your grandparents would get mad every time you went into the ice box. There is an ice box in the kitchen in the Crimson Diamond. How is the music treating you? How does that feel? Okay, music is okay? Cool. Okay. And don't worry about the Barnett College stuff. That stuff doesn't happen very much. Okay. When we get into the game proper, I'll start rearranging some stuff. A bit low, but fine. Oh yeah, that's definitely not going to work, is it? Okay. 1 second. When I move it to the top, what's going to happen is the dialogue that Indy will say is going to be a problem. Oops. So let's try to put this down further. And put this... Oh, no. Put this up here. We're going to hide this. We're going to put this up here, but hopefully that's not going to interfere too much. Let's just do a quick test before we stick to this and commit with it. Okay, so a key can look at the bell. So where does that end up being? Yeah, so I need to just move that up a little bit. Okay. Alt-Tab. I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller, move this up. Okay, that should do it. One more test, and then we will forge ahead. Look, look, look. Okay, perfect. There we go. Good enough? Good enough? Okay. Oh, you can't see the bottom of the screen where the hovering is? Hold on. Oh, ignore? Okay. Okay, we're fine. Okay. I'm just, my microphone is obscuring the give, but that's fine, right? Okay. Great. We are all set. I'm going to go to full screen. Oops. Great. Oh, inventory items are below the verbs. Oh, boo. Okay, you're right. Hold on, let me load the game and I'll do all that. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. I completely forgot. But let's load. Before travel, because we do have inventory in that part. Okay, right. So, Grail Diary needs to be shown. Okay. I will move myself over. Okay. When there's more than one item, what happens? Okay, I'm going to try one more time to change my category, and then I'll give up completely. Indiana Jones. And oh, Twitch doesn't want to. We're not going to. Okay, 3 on each side. Okay. Actually, yeah, chat rules. I will put. Yeah, I don't really want hints. I don't want hints for now. Oops. I'm all good for now. Small and up there. Okay, yeah, the thing's not populating itself. That's fine. If I get more items and they get obscured, I will change stuff around. Okay. Indiana jokes are hilarious. Okay, so we only have the Grail Diary, so you're not missing anything that way. But yeah, we're going to travel to Henry's house. Yes, let's go. Oh, make sure we can see. Hopefully, you can see the dialogue. Okay. Okay. Close the door. Can we close the door? Fine. So I guess what is how we're going to start off, because there's a bunch of different things to look at. We're going to just see where all the hotspots are. There's a typewriter, a desk. I wonder if we can open it. Oh, and a bookcase. There's a doorway here, but it's not showing us a doorway. Okay. Oh, there's a Chuck the Plant. Aw. It's a lovely room. Although I do wish that the color of the rug was different from the color of the floor, because it kind of looks like a whirlpool in here is happening. But otherwise, no, I really like this room. I also really like how the kitchen area is done in grays. So it's kind of not competing. And it does get pushed back. Okay, doorways are not marked as possible scrolling areas. Okay, gotcha. Look at plant. Nothing special. Oh, he remembers these books. This chair, I thought I could look at the chair. It almost feels like a crime scene, which I kind of appreciate. Oh, that's interesting pathing. What do you mean? I want to open it. When there's a fridge, I feel like even if there is just an old egg in there, I do want to touch it and open it. Those drawers that's very frustrating. See, look, a desk with drawers and I can't open them. I can't. Typewriter. No paper in it. Just look at Chuck the Plant. It's pretty cute that they have these little Easter eggs. More books, more books, more books. I will also say I do like, oh yeah, that does scroll. That's really nice. I really like how the books in this bookcase, they're not every color. They're only like 3 colors here. There's a brown books, red books, and blue books. In the Crimson Diamond, I have books of every color, and I like this more restrained approach to color, because yeah, books probably wouldn't be all the colors of the rainbow. Usually they would probably only be like, if these are leather bound books, they probably would only be red and brown and stuff, and blue would be cloth bound, I suppose. Let's look at the bookcase. It's a thing, pet peeve, of course, is when you can look at something and it doesn't give you any more information. It does bother me. Can I push the bookcase? Oh, wow. I was not expecting that to work. He still doesn't see anything special about it. Okay. Oh, cool. Behold, you put an old egg in the fridge in your gnome game? Nice. Oh, well, Flucus, congratulations. You're now less than 2 months from graduating nursing school. Fantastic. Fantastic. Very, very exciting. You're busy. What game are you playing now? Also, the bucket looked really great. Thank you. The bucket, I'm really pleased with the bucket so far. This is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the graphic adventure in EGA. And it's good so far, except although, like Jim Makes Games mentioned, that yeah, this is kind of a bit of a cumbersome interface, but I still quite enjoy it. It's gorgeous. How could you not love this, But yeah, I should do a quick, this idea that what is a thing that we have to do is kind of a bit of a bother, but like, yeah, who knows what, the design challenges they had. And honestly, they're still kind of inventing the wheel at this point. And so I'm not going to like judge any decisions that they've made here. I love that he has so many books. Another design thing is like I have to click once on look, once on the painting, and then again once more to confirm that's the choice I want to try. And so that's a bit extra clicky. But like I said, I'm like, there's definitely no way I'm going to criticize this based on, the fact this is 1989. Go through Dad's underwear? Yes. What are you talking about? Hmm. Yes, an old man can learn new tricks. No, Fantastic Fluke is like going to school and learning stuff like that. Learning new things there's not any statute of limitations on learning things. Yes, yeah, definitely. I've heard that Fate of Atlantis definitely improves on a lot of these like interface issues. Yeah, the pain points would be like the fact that there's so much clicking that has to happen. Once on look, once on window, and a third time, it's 3 clicks to do an interaction. Oh, interesting. I also really like this painting too. Oh, Old House in Four Corners. It's also very restrained. I love that, yeah, we have a 16 color palette here, but we're not using every color. I completely did not follow that design philosophy. I used pretty much every color in every room, although I was, some rooms were more dominant one color than another color. So in the starting bedroom is you and Kimmy's bedroom, it's mostly blues. There is a pink bedroom that's mostly pink. The master bedroom is mostly green. So I did do some of that, but like they all still have all the colors, and I love how limited this is. Oh, nothing under the bed. Oh, push picture. Is there like something behind the picture? That's usually a thing. Yes. Oh, awesome, Blaholton. Your sister went back to school recently so she could get a better job. She did great, and you're proud of her. Yeah, that is awesome. I do admire people who do that. Oh, nice. Oh, ATM Machine says that Fate of Atlantis had a sucker punch option to win most fights with one hit. I do appreciate that. Yes, Joe's here for you. Yes, we're playing. This is the EGA game that we're enjoying. Oh, there's a rug here. Can we look under the rug? Nope. The EGA version, of course. Nothing. Not even dust bunnies. Yeah. Well, there was a wall safe behind a picture in Last Half of Darkness as well. And I feel like there might have been something in a wall in Personal Nightmare. I don't know if it was a safe. But desk, chuck the plant. I don't know. I'm at a bit of a loss. No, I'm trying to remember. So when they go to Indy's dad's house in the movie, they find that it's been ransacked. Um, you talked to Chuck the plant. I think he said hello to it. I didn't even have to. Um, yeah, there's not even an option to talk to it. I'm a bit of a loss because I'm trying to remember what this purpose of this particular scene in the movie. After this scene, he goes to Walter Donovan's, doesn't he? Yeah, I love the efficiency of using this. They limited themselves even further. Like, there's no pinks in here in this room. There's no yellow. This would not be to provide hints, but anyone who pull the tablecloth. Does anyone who remembers the movie remember the Oh, okay, sure. So that is a thing. Oh, cool. Yeah. Does anyone remember what the purpose of this scene in the movie was? It's locked? Oh, come on. No, I have to find a key. Okay, he's already been to Donovan. Okay, because he gets picked up. He gets picked up by Walter Donovan's men. Yeah, he checks the return address on the Grail diary. He sees that his father sent it to him. He goes to his father's house. They go on the plane journey after this. Tell Donovan I'll take that ticket to Venice now. Oh, Bill Holtz, you've never watched the Indiana Jones movies? They're a lot of fun. Brody, I'll tell him we'll take 2. Yes, very true. Now, so he finds this place ransacked, and then that's his motivation to go to Venice because he's really worried about his father. I suppose that is the purpose of the scene here. Several points you do stuff differently than in the movie. Okay. So I found this. I have to find a key now. There's no key in the Grail diary. Key. What is? Okay, that's not a thing. We found that. Refrigerator we won't open. Oh, this window. Nice day. Okay. In my head, I'm hearing Harrison Ford's voice. Yes, the Temple of Doom is gross. It's kind of a fun gross. But yeah, I'm not too crazy about it either, and I also didn't like the lady that was in it. So yeah, first and third are my favorite. Third is my favorite. And the music is fantastic. None of the papers on top mean anything. What is desk? Chuck the plant. I pushed this bookcase over. Oh, sticky tape. Oh, interesting. Okay. It is pixel hunting. It's kind of lumpy. Okay. Okay. So I was kind of hoping that. Oh, good. And our inventory is not being obscured by our interface right now. So we have sticky tape. Kind of lumpy. Open sticky tape. I can't get the sticky tape open. It's too sticky. Oh, okay. The voice actor did Indy's voice in Fate did a good job. Oh, I see, Blahotson, you don't like the genre. I see. Yeah, Willie, I think her name is. I did find the pixel. Oh, did Spielberg like that actress Willie? I was not a fan. Yes, the opening scene Kimabiji of Temple of Doom it's very Bond-like. You know, he's got like the white suit on. It's pretty fantastic. Yeah, lick sticky tape. It's too sticky, so I gotta do something with it. Maybe use it on the fridge so that it gets. If you chill it, it gets less sticky. That doesn't seem to work. I thought that was a good idea. Okay. So we know we have to make this less sticky. With papers. Oh, whoops. Nope. This is very relaxing. I do wish that there was more music. But it's quite lovely to look at. Typewriter, desk. I can't even select the papers anymore? Wait a second. Typewriter. It doesn't make sense to use a sticky tape with a typewriter, does it? Okay, sure, it does. Why does... okay. Okay, oh, okay. Spielberg married the actress who played Willie. I did not know that either. Okay, ATM Machine says Spielberg was rejected for directing a Bond film right before Raiders. That was a big appeal of the series to him. I was the Under King. I'll take Temple of Doom over Crystal Skull. Oh, we don't talk about that. Oh, okay. Bilkin says the voice actor in Fate of Atlantis is Doug Lee. Oh. Oh, so you did end up accidentally seeing an Indiana Jones movie. Blaholtzen. Open sticky tape. Oops. I really do like this font, though. What do you mean it's too sticky? I thought Look, sticky tape. I thought I used it on the typewriter. Didn't I? I can hear something happening. Why? Oh wow, Jim Met says Spielberg was also rejected for directing Harry Potter and I think Superman. Can you imagine being Steven Spielberg and get rejected on stuff? Oh wow, ATM Machine says Chris Columbus, who directed Harry Potter 1 and 2, wrote a script for Indiana Jones 3 before Last Crusade. Lucas, have a great night. Good work with your nursing school stuff. Congratulations, keep up the good work. That's amazing. Oh, Coffee Cup Arcade, welcome back. You said you worked with Spielberg opening up the GameWorks arcade in Las Vegas. He's the sweetest man. That is so amazing. Coffee Cup Arcade. Oh, by the way, Ambersine gifted you a subscription. Oh wow, 18 Machine says it was about Indy finding the lost peaches of Chinese Monkey King Sun Wukong in Africa. That is cool. Huh. So the sticky tape in the typewriter, he just types on it no matter what you do? Oh yes, oh that's so wonderful that you came back to thank Ambersine. Um, use... So how do I make sticky tape less sticky? How do we... No? Okay. How do we make a sticky tape less sticky? Use it on the window and then the heat makes it less... Heat would make sticky tape more sticky. Because apparently there's something in it that's lumpy. It's just too sticky. I tried that already. Of course it didn't work. The sink, Xander King says. Did I even see a sink in this game? I don't think there is a sink in this place. Something fuzzy. Maybe you can get lint on it. Which Bond film is the one where the pigeon does a comical double take? I don't remember that. Ah, Joe is here for you. Says there's actually an Indiana Jones text adventure. I tried it once. I found it impossible, but I started playing games after the text adventure era. Nice. You sticky in the bed? How do I make sticky tape less sticky? Oh, I take the painting. Okay, can you see Grail Diary still, or do I need to change something around with the interface? Try walking into the kitchen. Oh, there's a nail. There's a nail. Okay, hold on. Why would I take the painting? Okay. Is there a nail here? 2 pixels? No? Oh, I got excited. I thought maybe I could use a nail. It's not. It's off screen. Okay, one moment. Okay, I will move that up. And I'm going to just change the size just a little bit. Just, okay. And let me just quickly see if I'm obstructing anything. Look. Okay, hold on. We just have to move things up. Just shift things around just a little bit. So this I'm gonna just... How's that? Okay. After this, we'll be set for life. Okay, that's kind of okay. Although I feel like I want to change the color of my text because it's too close. It's like yellow. Okay, hold on. I'm going to change the color of the text. Hi, I'm a little teapot. Good to see you. Can you? Yeah, the nail is not even a thing. I was hoping I could try that. Hold on. Let me just change the color. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna even bother. Although I can go back to my beautiful favorite hex value. My favorite hex value is FF12345s. There we go. I can go back to that. Oh, internet can't be seen. Oh, you know what? I have to change the chroma key. One moment, please. Okay, one moment, please. I can do this. This is gonna be fine. So much finagling. Now I can go to green. Yeah, I'm not big on hints right now. I'm gonna try to muddle my way through it. I tried to stick the tape to the painting, but what I'm gonna try to do, I think, is I'm gonna try doing that again. That's what my thought is gonna be. Chroma key, pick screen color. This. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay. Good. And Kimmy. I mean, not Kimmy. That's fine. Okay. And okay. Good. Good, good, good. Back in business. Okay. Okay. That should be fine. Now I'm going to try using, again, the tape on the painting. Oh, no. Okay, resize it. It's still only one row. I'm playing it on PC. I'm a little teapot. Okay, Sakanaka, good to see you. Oh wow, do I have a way to play Amiga games at the moment? Coffee Cup Arcade says I would love to give you the Shadows of Surgoth. I'll look that up. I have no way of playing Amiga games. Coffee Cup Arcade. Shadows of Sargoth. Okay. I will look that up though. And am I still kind of oh good. Guys can see all the inventory, I think. The Grail Diary is the second. Oh, captions are frozen? Are captions frozen still? Seem okay now. Let me know if they freeze again. Oh, you helped make the game fantastic. I will check it out, but yeah, unfortunately I can't play any Amiga stuff. And yeah, and Amiga Bill's another fellow streamer. Oh, Sakanaka, you play this a lot as a kid? This is my first time playing it, and it's really cool, but I need to make sticky tape less sticky. Can I just use it on the place where it was before? It says use sticky tape in something, which kind of feels like a hint. Yes, Jim, I would love them to have John Williams MIDI music playing through this whole game. Oh, there need to be 3? Well, so far there's not 3. We don't need it yet. Well, I don't think we're going to get there today. I will cross that bridge when I come to it. Oh, Coffee Cup Arcade, you know Amiga Bill as well. Yeah, Amiga Bill is really awesome. I haven't been to one of his streams in a while, but yeah, he's fantastic. Use it. I thought I was in business with using tape on this typewriter. And it just doesn't do anything though. Oh, Bill is a good friend of yours, Coffee Cup Arcade. I think Bill and Dan might kind of know each other, potentially. Oh, his wife is super sweet. That's sweet. Oh, wow. Joe's Here For You says that the CD version does play bits of the music. Use I wonder if I need to go. Okay. Do I need to go to another location to do this? To do this thing with the tape I need? Okay. The other locations I've been to. Oh, you know what? The gym in the university. The boxing ring. The bell. Oh, I have to go to another location. Got it. Okay. Xander King Goodwin figures we get stuck on tape. He should put it in his mouth and switch it around. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely eat the tape if I was Indiana Jones. Yeah, okay, so we need to go. That's fine. Oh. How do I leave? Okay, you have to walk to the door. Oh, you automatically go back to here. Cool. Yeah, I just, it's good to know that I'm not going to be barking up the wrong tree forever. I love the reduced size of the sprites too. I think that's really cute. Okay, so I wonder if I can go into these rooms yet, because it seems like the lecture. Oh yeah, the classes never end here. Oh, you know what? Maybe the water fountain. That could maybe do it. It's funny that usually if I have a problem like this, I wouldn't go to another place. I need something stronger than water to open it. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Okay. You know what? Oh, you know what? My own room, right? I need to access it from the outside. Cool. Yeah, small Indiana is adorable. Look at his little. Look at this. Oh, cool. So yeah, Amigo Bill is a videographer and amazing at what he does. I used to teach Apple software and hardware for editing and such. Also photography, principal photography, and videography for Apple. So we have similar interests, Bill and I. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, Dan. I think knows Bill. Okay, so I think there was some. I remember there being something in here that could do this. There was acid, wasn't there? Jar. Okay, so this jar. Look. Full of solvent. Okay, there we go. Very good. Oh, there's a sound of sizzling. Yeah, I mean honestly, oh look there. Yeah, honestly, I would not go to a completely different location to fathom this. The lighting here is nice. Oh, there's ATM machine. You're an expert on this game then. I'm assuming you've played it all the way multiple times. Apparently a background of unused classrooms at one point, but it's cut to save disk space. Mhm. Monkey Island 1 introduced dynamic sprite scaling. Yeah, this one they don't do it dynamically. They have to like hide Indy and then have him come back somewhere else. So it's cute, that little trick. Oh, cool! You're on an earlier schedule now, Blaholtzen. Fantastic. You can watch live. Okay, now I can go back to my dad's house and do the thing with the thing. Oh, travel. You need to travel now. Oh, there are a bunch of in-jokes. Yes, there's Sam and Max on the totem pole. Yeah, Grindislav was saying that the Sam and Max in the VGA version is more clearly Sam and Max than the one in the EGA version. Cool. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah, Bill, we're already back at the house. Yeah, Joe is here for you. I love little tricks like that where they don't have the technology yet, so they have to hide things. So we see that in Venice, actually. You don't see anything. Okay, look, old book. Let me look. Let me. What part is the book? There it is. Okay. Look. Oh, this is cute. This is the thing we need. It was supposed to look like my father's Grail diary. Judge Khan, good to see you. Welcome back. Robot Spacer, thank you so much for rating. I don't know why I need this book. Yeah, we're playing Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the graphic adventure in EGA, which is not commercially available, but the VGA version is available on Steam and on GOG. And how was Gabriel Knight? Thank you so much for rating. Did you finish Gabriel Knight 3? Because I saw that you were playing it the other day. Okay, so I have an old book. I feel like it's time to go to Venice, I guess. Something. I will save the game. I'm going to go until 11:30, I think, and then we'll call it. But I do want to go back to Venice because I do want to show you that cool sprite scaling, the non-dynamic sprite scaling. Back to Venice. Veni. Okay. I love this also. The hat and the whip and stuff. Is the falcon statue on Indy's desk? Yes, the Maltese falcon. Yes, get hype. Hello, welcome Unsecret Crash, Valis06. Thank you for coming. Yes, I am a little teapot. I am using this time to enjoy EGA games and learn a thing or two. Take a few notes. To Venice. Yes, Robot Spacer. Yes, this is Last Crusade. But I am playing the EGA version because my game, The Crimson Diamond, is in EGA, so I thought I could learn as much as possible. Like, look how gorgeous this is. And look, another example of the fact that this is a 16 color palette, but they're not using all the colors, which I love. Wonderful. I knew it was you. You have your father's eyes. It's great. So much fun. Oh wow, Coffee Cup Arcade says, super happy to meet you today at Maple Mystery. Look forward to chatting more and maybe collaborating at some point. That'd be fantastic. Did I tell you I'm going to make a spiritual successor to Eye of the Beholder 1 and 2? This is where the hidden sprite scaling happens. Here he comes. Little Indy comes out. Look, little Indy. Like that's the tiniest Indy. That's the third scale Indy that we've looked at. Yeah, Coffee Cup Arcade. Yeah, I'm gonna after this I'm gonna message you on Twitch. Um, Ask about if you want to do the Classic Gamers Guild podcast because I'm sure they'd love to have you. And yeah, we'll talk about something like right now. I've got some stuff on the go, but yeah, I mean we'll see what we can do. That'd be awesome. Yes, I'm a little teapot. Mark Ferrari does gorgeous, gorgeous work. Gorgeous work. Yeah, and I love ATM Machine. When I see the movie dialogue, I just hear it in my head as them saying it. So I'm kind of glad there's no voices in this game. As Harrison Ford played this game. Yes, Unsecret Crush. It's so funny that you mentioned the decorations on the building in the background looks like a little face. Last stream we came to Venice in the wrong order before going to Henry Senior's house. Um, Henry Jones's house, and people were saying, yeah, it looks like a dog face on that particular building. And yes, Blaholton, I was going to mention these stained glass windows. Look how efficient this is. In this, look, this is how many? That's like 16 pixels, right? And all it is the brightest in the middle, and then you've got the two corners. There's three colors, 16 pixels, and it reads as stained glass. Amazing. Truly amazing. And I love how the shapes of these gargoyles on these pillars is picked out with that lighter color of gray. It's just a masterclass. A masterclass. Although, if I have to make one criticism, I will say that, well, that's not true. Like, I think it's okay because the lighting is coming from outside, so it's okay for this gargoyle to be a flipped version of this gargoyle in terms of what the lighting is doing. So it's fair enough. I'm not going to criticize that. Yes, it's very, very impressive material rendering. Like, look at this floor as well, uh, and the light that's being cast, and the arch being cast, the light of the arch being cast. The only missed opportunity I see here is that we don't see the stained glass colors cast onto the marble floor, because we are seeing the arch here. But that's the only thing I would say is that they didn't do that. Probably it was probably too complicated and probably too time consuming. Yes, and the library stamper is a book moment. Coffee Cup Arcades had worked with Harrison Ford with Blade Runner. He got me drunk. I have stories. That's fantastic. Yes, it's such a pleasure. Coffee Cup Arcade. Yeah, I would love to hear Harrison Ford stories. That's I'm a little teapot. That's too good not to share. I'm a little teapot says didn't know they got him for Blade Runner, the adventure game. I know Fate of Atlantis had to settle for Harrison Affordable. Fantastic. Oh, cool! Coffee Cup Arcade said we rented the Rainbow Promenade Theater in Las Vegas to use to use for Blade Runner while we did art and design. Fantastic. There was only one Blade Runner game, and yeah, and the Coffee Cup Arcade got to do it. And yeah, Coffee Cup Arcade. You mentioned a ton of your old projects. If you want to link to any of your, I know you mentioned you don't really have anything on the go right now, but is there like a website people can go to, or can they follow you on Twitter? Anything you want to drop in the chat so people can follow you. I did want to mention also that I almost feel like this exact fountain is being used in this one. Oh no, it's the same fountain but just at a slightly different scale. I love these like static people in the background, these tiny little people. I'm sure they would have wanted to animate them, but it was probably a matter of like time, etc. Oh, cool! All your socials, all Coffee Cup Arcade socials are linked in the in on your Twitter, Twitch. Oh, cool! So Judge Con says the guy who did the voice of Indy in Fate of Atlantis went on to voice him in an Infernal Machine and Emperor's Tomb. So that's awesome continuity. I'm a little teapot asked, didn't Jim Police Quest Walls also work on Blade Runner? Huh. Oh, cool. Coffee Cup Arcade. You and your wife stream when you can. Moving currently so not much on normal streams, but I've been trying to fill spaces with the demo scene. Nice. Cool. Give us a month and we are back. Fantastic. I definitely need to follow you on Twitch. Oh, and you have a replica of Roy Batty's coat. Yeah, the static people but I love this tiny little indie. This is precious. This is too cute. Look at him. Okay, but yeah, I did, yeah, and I love of course, and I love how the distance stuff is done up in blue, but the lit side has got a bit of color to it. It's just a real masterclass. It doesn't use all the colors again. There are bits of yellow here, but we talked about this before. But yeah, there are the little dog faces, on the front buildings. Wow, you got the same clasps they use for the actual Coppola Holtz, and you're one of those. Like, you want to have the movie accurate. Fantastic. Yes. This is, so now we have our regular size indie. I love the sizes of indie. But yeah, this is the funny building with the funny faces on it. These people, I love them. I love them all. Yeah, we mentioned before that this guy doesn't have any legs, but I'm saying maybe he's got his legs up on a chair, or maybe he's got his legs up on her lap or something. It's gorgeous. This is gorgeous. All these wonderful people, their wonderful animations. Walk to manhole cover. Can we look at it? We all know where that's going. Can we pick it up? Nope. Ah. Oh, ATM machine says, oh, maybe if I close the door in the library, will it show me will it show some impressive stained glass effects? I love this Cupid, this Putti, I think they're called. also, it's a really interesting decision to pick the highlight out here in the blue. I can't get enough of Tiny Little Indy though. This is the best thing I ever saw. And the shadows. Okay, let's go back into the library. But this, like you can see in the shadows areas in the library, there's the dark part of the shadow, there's a medium shadow, and then there's the lighter part. That's fantastic. Oh, ATM Machine says originally they had Indy Sprite carrying his whip in his hand, but would have made them have to use separate animations for left and right standing and walking sprites, so they removed it. Ah, that'll. But they also had Oh, so here they would have. So they used the same thing for these two. Ah, very good. Yes, and it's very clever how they designed that scene to swap animations. But yeah, if we close the door, is there going to be any change in? Oh wow, and you see that. The light changed. Fantastic. I still will have that minor quibble about not having the colors of the stained glass cast on the floor, but it's really hard to criticize anything here. And just again, the lovely restrained use of color here in these areas. They only use dark colors here. The dark versions of all the colors. Yes, the floor shadow. Amazing. Look at plaque. Ah. I love how it's in Italian. These are sentimental books. But nevertheless, they move me. Galilei. I love how he just says, oh, it's in Italian. Oh, yeah, I can read Italian. It's fine. Donated by Giorgio Lucasi. Oh, my goodness. It says donated by Giorgio Lucasi. Bueno. Look at this plaque. The Italian proverb, a library without bookshelves is like a haphazard pile of books. Yeah, that's about right. Magnifico. Dedicated to my favorite little library from a lover of fine literature, Dante Alighieri. Very nice. Who wrote Dante's Inferno, I believe? Look, plaque. Donated in honor of Count Spielbergeron de Amblino. Oh my gosh, Amblin Entertainment? Count Spielbergeron de Amblino. The whip is an inventory item now. We can't see it on stream. Oh, you're right. Okay, now ATM Machine. Now, okay, I'm going to read this last plaque, and then you're so right. I got to do my very last adjustment to my OBS setup for this game to give us enough room to see that 5th inventory item. I was hoping we wouldn't have to do it today, but we might as well get it done. Look at that last plaque. Oh, we can't? What's going on? Oh. Oh, we can. Look. Plaque. It's archaic Italian for a great library, even if it is a second-rate city, Romulus and Remus. Yikes. Romulus and Remus founded Rome, and I guess they find Venice to be second-rate. Okay. I am going to fix this whole setup thing. Okay. It kills me. I don't want to make this any smaller. It bothers me that I have to do that. But I'll try to do just a wee little bit. And let me try to just see if that worked okay. Okay, I gotta move these, just nudge this up just a little bit. Nudge it up just a little bit. And I will make this just a little bit smaller. Okay. Okay, one more test. And then we will never have to move anything in this game ever again. Okay, look. Okay, so that's clearing everything. But I'll make this just a little, I don't like having it touch up against it so closely. So we're going to just resize again, just a little bit. Once more. Once more. Beautiful though. We've barely done anything in this game, but I am in love with it. Okay, that's better. Perfect. It's funny that the whip is an inventory item now, but that's just never commented upon. ATM Machine says, well, Venice was founded in the Dark Ages by people hiding in swamps from barbarian invasions. Ask a library if he has a copy of The Blind Venetian. The Venetian Blinds, very good. Oh, are you kidding? The colors, oh, you're right. Look at that. The colors of books, there's the purple. Oh my gosh. Is that random? Look at this. So he's got a green one, a dark green one, a blue one. That's wonderful. Oh my goodness. Randomized color. Oh, yeah, I can move Nancy over as well. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I've never seen anything like that before. There. Okay, is she going to obscure the text? Oh, how come it stopped working? Okay, wait. Okay, there. Okay, that doesn't look like it's obscuring anything. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, fine, wonderful. That is super impressive. Thank you for pointing that out. That's amazing. I love it. There's a script to randomize the color. I don't know how to do that. That's amazing. Okay, it is 11:32. We are going to leave it here, I think. Oh, my Nancy banner is kind of out of the way. Sorry, Nancy. Oh, wait, other way. There we go. This will require some doing. Coffee Cup Arcade. Yes, I am done for the night. All that's left, all that remains, is I have to find someone to raid tonight, and it's not going to be Robot Spacer because Robot Spacer raided me, so fair is fair. Yes, we're all done. Yeah, I'm just going to look. I'm going to leave it on this gorgeousness while I look. Oh, yeah, Nancy, you're blocking the way a little bit. We're going to make you a little bit smaller. Great. Don't forget to say, very good point. My gosh. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay. Gonna save. 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 Library. Okay. Play. And the web captioner is gone again. Oh no, we're fine. Okay. Webcaster. Yes. AT Machine, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your tips about this game. That's awesome. Including saving, which is very important. Goemon-sama, thank you for being here as well. Yes, turn off your computer and go to sleep. Yes, Coffee Cup Arcade, thank you so much. Thank you for hanging around and sharing, some stories and some information about the stuff that you guys were doing back in the day. That's awesome. It's totally awesome. And yeah, like the people that come here every week, we have a really great time. And I look forward to seeing you guys every week on Crimson Tuesday. Next week, I'm not sure what's going to happen. It could be another art stream. We'll see if Dan can get away from the alpacas or what. We'll see. But there will be a stream one way or another, and I will be happy to just hang out. We could hone the bucket. We can polish the bucket to the chrome mirror shine and then we'll have to change how it's reflecting light, and then play more of this. I'm having a good time. We've barely played it, but I'm having so much fun just looking at the artwork and hearing all your stories about Last Crusade and Indiana Jones and Signor Sperbergo and Giorgio. What was his name in this? Giorgio Lucasi. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm a little teapot. Yeah, Dan's been busier lately, so we haven't been able to get him on as much. But hopefully at some point we'll get him on for some music making with his MT32, his genuine MT32, and all the hoops he has to jump through to get there. But this captioner, I'm starting to see why I stopped using it. Okay, caught up, caught up. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it on this view so we can savor it while I look for a stream to read. Oh, Coffee Cup Arcade. Yeah, you mentioned you do love the way an MT32 sounds. Well, yeah, I hope you can make it sometime to a music stream because Dan is a wizard with it. Yeah, Dan's a little rascal. He'll find himself in all kinds of trouble. But let's get on to Twitch. The first thing we look for when we try to find a stream to raid is anyone playing the Crimson Diamond? It has not happened yet. Maybe one day it will. And I'll be, oh my gosh, my internet is not happy with me right now. Oh, you know what? No, it's working. Okay, I thought my hub had shorted out or something. No, it's totally working. Okay. Let's first look for the Crimson Diamond. When we always like finding new people to raid, so if anyone has any suggestions after I do my usual looking for Crimson Diamond. Oh, someone's playing Loom. Okay, that sounds promising, Maximus. Oh, Joe's here for you. You streamed the demo. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm the only one doing it right now. Only one live streaming the Crimson Diamond. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. Am I still streaming, by the way? It kind of says I stopped. Okay, good, I am. Okay. Oh, but thank you for streaming my demo. Joe's here for you, by the way. And Robot Spacer, my gosh, if you ever decide that you want to stream the demo, please let me know. I'll try my best to be in chat and just be able to answer any questions or just to give background information about the game or anything like that. I'd love that. Yes, Coffee Cup Arcade. There is a demo of the Crimson Diamond that has some beautiful MT32 music. It's on Steam. It's on GOG as well. But yeah, it looks like Loom is a good choice, I think. So yeah, why don't we find, oh hey, it's Kara. Oh hey, it's, oh wait, it's all one, yes, all one word. Okay. Oh hey, it's Kara. Kara? Oh, thank you. A player, yes, not any demo, is a playable demo. Oh hey, it's Kara. Playing Loom, fantastic. Okay, so. We will raid. Oh, hey, it's Kara playing Loom. Fantastic. Oh, sure, Coffee Cup Arcade. Fantastic. Yeah, please do. I could use all the help I can get. Okay. I am going to raid, but we're going to do a raid message. Crimson Diamond. That's what the game is called. Crimson Diamond raid message will be what? We're going to do... Crimson Diamond. Joe is here for you. Thank you so much for coming. It's always awesome. Watch Hellraiser. Let me know what you think. It's like a labor of love. I was not even freaked out or grossed out. I was just thinking about Clive Barker and him just being so happy and making something that he really loves. It made me all feel warm and fuzzy inside. Crimson Diamond Raiders. Raiding for adventure. Okay. Raid message will be Crimson Diamond Raiders raiding for adventure. Ah, thank you, Coffee Cup Arcade. The link to the tweet. Awesome. I will retweet and etc. when I get off of this. Okay, Crimson Diamond Raiders raiding for adventure. We are gonna raid. Oh hey, it's Kara. So I'm gonna set that up now. Thank you so much for coming. See you next week, 8 p.m. Eastern. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, I suppose it's called. Although who knows how long that's gonna last. Oh hey, it's Kara. Let me just double check. Oh, hey, it's Kara. Try and Loom. Popping up? Good. Okay, popping up. Great. Have a great week. Everyone take care. It's It's almost April. Ah. Thank you so much. May it last forever. May April last forever so I can finish this game this year, you guys. Gosh. Q2. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I can't. I can't. The year's half over. That's all I can think about. Ugh. I still don't have a category on my stream. Robot space. Okay. Just make the game about the bucket. Ugh. Don't psych yourself out. Okay, you're right. You're right. You guys are right. And my captioner has stopped working again. But just one scene in the bucket. That's all it's going to be. We will use AI for the rest of it. Okay, we're going to raid. We're going to raid. See you over there. Raiding.